Hello, 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 everyone. We are live. It's your girl, my T, Callie, and Joy. We are here to talk about Love and Marriage Huntsville, episode 8. You reap what you sow. So, the
I
names they come up with,
don't never look at the titles, but whatever you say, I am so sick
you be
about
ready.
it.
Uh, so, we're going to play our intro. And then we're going to get into it. Hopefully, some of you will join us by the time the intro is over. And then we can have a good conversation. Here we go.
Now that's a picture.
Ain't that pretty?
Who is that one in the middle?
Girl, she fine, honey.
Hey, ladies. How is everybody's day going today?
Fine.
Good. How about you, Callie?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, today's my daughter's birthday, so we just went and ate early so I could be on here with you all. And then tomorrow she graduates, so I won't be
I
on
can't even
tomorrow.
believe
I know,
that.
right?
My
So
goodness.
we're going to have a busy weekend and day. But anyway, so let's get on to the show. Last night was packed. It was Carlos' night, right? Because it was Huntsville, then it was DC, and then it was his nightcap show. But let's talk. We're gonna kind of talk about it all at once, I guess. But how would you rate the Huntsville 1 to 10?
It was a good episode. It was, I would say, like 7.5,
Okay.
8. Mhm.
What about you, Callie?
I'd say but 7.
Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna give it an 8. What about DC? Did any of you watch it?
Yeah.
I did. I have no expectations for a
Uh-huh.
first episode of even the best of reality shows. But considering I only knew one person, Monique,
Mm-hmm.
um, I thought it was a really strong um, introduction to these people because, of course, we didn't know anybody but
Monique.
Monique
Right.
and Chris.
I was telling y'all a few minutes ago, but I didn't really watch it. But one of the ladies that was on there was actually at Robin's engagement party on Potomac, and I think they were eyeing her to be on Potomac, but somehow she hooked up with Monique, and now she's on DC. Somebody said it was boring. I watched like the first 10, 15 minutes, and I was out, and I just set my alarm to watch Carlos' show at 9 because I was like, this is not good. But I'm gonna try it again. But there's some little snippets in there we can talk about that Carlos kind of talked about on his show.
Well,
I
they
did-
probably
I did
didn't
like-
pick her.
He
They
picked up.
probably just didn't pick her. The lady.
Oh,
from
you talking about
Potomac.
Potomac? Yeah.
Because I was reading something the other day that said Marge from New Jersey, she was trying to do um, a reality show, and I'm wondering, did she film? The name of it was Pigtails and Power Tools. I
No
think
way.
it had something to do with
Yeah.
pigtails and him working. I think it was Power
It
Tools.
makes
or something
sense.
like that.
Yeah.
And so they were just in the running to look at reality shows, and she was supposed to come a certain season, and it didn't work out. So that happens. Just think about Sutton.
Yeah.
Remember,
Sutton.
Sutton was kind of scheduled to come, so that probably happened.
And I think it's
They
the
would have been a
one
good fit. I would have liked to see them on Potomac as well. I could
Yeah.
see any of those ladies on Potomac.
Kelly crazy. Okay.
What I do?
Okay. Anyway. All right.
What I do?
So, and that could be true. And I don't know, but I think she was supposed to be on when Monique, well, not Monique, what's the lady that we like? Mia started. They would have been good together. But so some people think DC's boring. I didn't think
I
it was
mean, it
good at
ain't.
all.
I mean, it ain't did. It was for a first episode. I'm interested to see how this relation. I mean, I, I have no expectations.
So a lot of the comments in the
So
groups was like, did Monique get on here just to argue with Chris? I thought she was going to show a different
Right.
Monique. Did
Yeah.
you see anything different about her, or is
no,
Okay.
it the
Can you
same?
hear me, Montique?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Sorry.
So did you
Uh,
see anything different about her?
no, she was no, there was not one thing different. I never heard her and Chris talk to each other that way. So they're clearly, probably having some normal issues. I
Mm-hmm.
don't know. But so she was worse to me.
So she was worse. All
Only
right.
because we never saw her and Chris go at it like that. Aside, so there was nothing different about her. I don't, I'm sure things will change, I guess, but I don't know how she's going to carry this show. Now, I think the ones who could carry the show are Jamie and Arani. Is how you pronounce her name?
I don't know. I mean,
I mean, I thought they were an interesting couple, especially with the son, the 25-year-old son, and him and the dad don't get along that well.
hmm
And I mean, and then the one son that's blind. I think there's three
yes. Okay. So he was
altogether.
okay. I think
Yeah,
that's when I stopped watching. He was walking in the kitchen. And I
hmm
yeah,
should have gave
yeah.
it a chance because I didn't realize he was blind. I probably would have wanted to see that.
Well,
Yeah,
they didn't
that's what
show
I'm
a
saying.
lot
It's
of that.
different. It's
Yeah,
a
they didn't show a lot of that, but I think that family in general has something interesting. Then the
mhm.
other one, Ashley,
Who is
that's
that?
married to the DJ.
Okay.
She's a comedian, not a real one, but
Ah,
she's
she
pretty
played one on
funny.
TV. Is that what you
She's
said?
yeah,
Okay.
she's pretty funny. So I won't say the show was boring. I will say I was looking to see the difference that Monique said we were going to see, and I saw the difference, but just not in the best light, only because how married people can be sometimes. So
Okay. So we gave it more. Callie said was just gonna give it 60 seconds, and we gave it probably 15. So
there you go.
let's move
Okay,
on.
and next.
Next. So
I
it
thought it was like I said. I thought it was a good showing
so
though.
you thought it was
Like
pretty good.
they have. I just say this. They have the recipe. The family seemed interesting enough that if they develop them
Yes.
well, it could be a very interesting show.
Okay, so
Mm-hmm.
you're gonna kind of catch it after, and it's in a good place.
Yeah,
I mean, it's in a very
you
good. I
got a good
mean,
lead in.
yeah,
Yeah.
I'm gonna delete that. I didn't mean to show that. But anyway,
I sent you a picture, Montique. I meant to send that beforehand.
all right. I'm adding stuff as we go. So let's
Okay.
talk about the good show. I mean, both of them are good. I'm being shady. I really don't mean to. Let's talk about Huntsville.
These pictures aren't too much that we even need to show. I'm just sending them.
Okay,
Let's see, this one's
so
cute.
Huntsville, I like the fact that they didn't do the Maurice and Marceau. I know which. Don't let me tell on you, and not finish it. They started where they stopped this time again, and it was with the ladies at the Galentine's Day. And okay, do y'all remember the previews when they were showing like what's to come? Didn't they show? Did they show the chair being thrown or no?
No, I think they showed
No.
that during the season trailer.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like what's to come?
Yes,
So
they
they
did because
did
I
show it,
saw
right?
that chair.
I saw
You
it
saw the
too.
chair? See,
I
I
I
didn't
saw
see
the
didn't
that.
see
chair.
her where she flung it, but you could see it was a camera focus on the
Mm-hmm.
chair because
On
I
the
wasn't even
chair.
sure who threw it.
Okay.
Because we were trying to say who threw the chair.
Who threw
Now,
the chair?
remember we had the
We
I don't
just
know if it was,
but we
yeah,
couldn't figure out. So they filmed that part.
they
They just
did.
didn't show that part.
Why do you think they didn't show that part?
They didn't do a lot of stuff.
Do you think the editing is horrible?
Very.
I think so
But I
too.
think the I don't know if it's we're getting better at it
Oh, like
or
figuring
they
it out.
That's what
are
it might be.
Yeah.
getting poor or they don't have good editors. I really think we're getting better
Mm-hmm.
because once you know things and find out what stuff mean, you be like, oh, that's a loop, or oh, they cut that badly,
Right.
or why would they put that there and not there? Like one of the things that I was trying to figure out was why it escalated. Did y'all hear
Right.
Stormy at some point say to her, I thought this was cold. I had to keep rewinding.
What'd she say?
Stormy said, You want to get you need to. Oh, let me see what she said.
What did she say? Okay, so
She
a
either
lot of
said
people.
she didn't say pay. She didn't say the word pay. She said you need to take care of your light bill or your turn your heat on. That's what she said. You need to
No, I
put
did
your
not
heat
hear
on.
that.
What?
I can't rewind it. I said, what did she
Well,
say?
we
I
gotta
didn't hear
find that.
that.
I
She
didn't
said
either.
I
either
watched
you
it
need to,
3 times.
yeah, you need to get
Joy,
your
we
heat
gotta
on.
find that.
You have
Mhm.
to turn your heat on, put your heat on. And I was
Are you
saying,
are you sure she's not trying to say you trying to turn the heat up? Like, bitch, you trying to be smart with me
oh
in front
no,
of
she knew,
like
and it
you
then,
trying to get this heat
and
up?
it
That's
really is.
slang. You may
When
not know
she,
that.
wait a minute, let me tell you, this is
Okay.
what I thought was weird. So she said something about, yo, she
She
did
said,
say turn your heat on. Thank you,
turn your heat
Denise.
on.
She
Ooh.
did. So I was like, why would she say that? Okay.
Oh,
So,
Fast
dang.
forward to her to Melanie on Carlos King saying that she got to her house one day and a utility bill is on the door.
Now that
right.
was
And she sent her $5,000. And I'm saying, oh, I thought you and Mel didn't talk
People didn't
about
hear.
this.
I do remember her saying something about heat, but I was thinking, but now with the utility bill, it could not
No,
just be your
she was saying
attitude. It was your actual heat.
that's why she got so mad.
shit looked.
Because she said you need to turn your heat on. Because probably her a gas bill or whatever was a notice on the door.
So I
Oh,
got a
I
question
did
about
not hear
this.
that. Is that? Are you serious?
I heard
Well,
her say something about
Melanie
heat
said that on the
because
Carlos.
the
She
heat.
actually
Well, I
told
heard
Carlos
her on the
King.
Carlos show, but I never picked up to that on the regular show.
The heat was off.
Yeah,
Oh
but
my
that but
god!
I just put two and two together. I said she can't be saying cut your heat on.
I,
And I
I didn't
rewind
think
it
that
that's
and I
either.
that's
why
not
would she
nice.
say that? It's her and I ain't think nothing after I figured out
Instead of
So
what she
I.
said.
T has a question. Did she say it before or after Disney mocked her?
There you go. That's a good point.
Wait a minute, wait a minute.
Good point.
Wait a minute, let me think. You're
We got to
right.
remember.
I want to say she said that
Somebody said after.
Good
I don't know.
point.
I can't I kind of want to think it's before because Stormy's comeback was you want to be like me.
She
Don't
said it after. Okay.
That was after
Mhm.
then.
I can't remember.
Because that's when
I
she
could
mocked
be
her.
wrong, but
Because
I
see,
Okay. Well
remember her
then,
saying you want to be like me,
and
don't you?
what's so crazy is we
all
know she,
hands off then.
because Stormy said to Tish, you sitting here. First of all, you trying, Tish was crazy. She wore this Team Wife
Right.
shirt, which Mel has so like so much money from her wearing this shirt. Um,
I don't
and
think Tisha. I don't think Tisha cared about that. I
but I'm
think
just saying, but
I
Destiny is
think
not a wife either. And then also Destiny has just got a divorce, and then Destiny mocking Stormy with her accent, and Stormy gonna say, "Tish, what if she talked about yours?" Like
Mm-hmm.
she. I thought
you didn't hear Tish
I
Stormy say
did
that
her
to
say
herself.
that because I
Yeah,
was trying to figure out because I don't because that that's been a thing. What was she mocking? I thought her mocking that she was talking about was repeating what she said.
no, I think they didn't show it all, so that's why I feel like they're cutting this crazy to make
Yeah.
Stormy them look crazy because they didn't show Destiny throwing that chair because that could have
Mhm.
made people understand why the reaction was. And
Right.
I mean, it's like they seem like they are editing this to make certain people look a certain way, and I don't understand.
I agree. Let me
So,
get back.
okay, Letitia copies everything that everyone does. Her kids got a book now.
See.
She's about to do some lipstick too. So I'm like, but I feel like everybody's got a thing. Go ahead, Tish. And
I
my
think
boo,
those are indicative upon what people do on reality shows. I mean, if you follow any reality show that's predominantly women, somebody on there is got a hair care, not a hair care line,
They're
some
doing
kind of
something.
makeup products of some
yeah,
sort. I mean, look at Basketball Wives. Over
They're
the years,
trying.
all of them have had a little of something
uh
that they're
huh.
promoting that they're not. Because a lot of times, this is not even their product. That's somebody else's, like
But this,
Posner, for example.
but Mel's, this is her.
Male
Seven
teamed
Heaven
up,
is
but
hers.
you can get a lipstick that they're giving your name on it,
Yeah,
but
but
it's Posner. It's not
yeah, she
something that
says
she
that's Posner.
developed. She
Yeah,
may have developed the color,
yeah.
work with them on a color, but it's not like working on your own personal perfume where you're starting from the ground, maybe like Karen did, developed your bottle, did everything. And sometimes it's literally like, oh, you like this color? Let's come up with a color. What's your color? We make a color, and they slap their brand on it. She didn't have to hire a chemist. She didn't have to hire. You
Yeah,
understand
not
what
for
I'm
this
saying?
one. She
All of
did,
that
yeah.
was done. So basically, it's almost like slapping your name on another product, and there's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, I think it's a little different than maybe what Karen has done.
Mel has done it too with Evans, whatever. She's got a black chemist doing her skincare line.
Okay,
Yeah.
maybe with her.
She is doing it. She's got a black chemist, but
What did Karen do?
she
Karen
went to
had
the
a
perfume.
perfume.
She went to the perfume place.
She developed it she just started from
Yeah.
the ground. She
Yeah.
didn't sign up with another company that told her to pick one, and she picked, and they slapped her name on it.
Right.
It was just more to it. That's all I'm saying.
And I think Tish is probably doing that too. But I will say Tish stole the blueprint thing. Because Mel said that's my blueprint, blah, blah, and then Tish.
I don't understand what the problem is.
I don't think it's a problem. She just did it. Nobody said it's
I don't understand why there's this thing of, oh, so-and-so is copying off of so-and-so. And I'm like, this is the blueprint of a reality show. It's been going on for years. You would be stupid to come on a reality show and not come up with means of income from it. You should come out of a reality better for it.
I agree with that. But I do feel like some of them do
It's
be like, oh, she's successful in this, so let me try it too. Because there's other things they can do.
Yeah,
you know what
I mean? Not everybody is being sued. Some of them are literally just doing it because they see it's been done, not because they are really into it. But and
I wish I could do it.
Some of these little side gigs are oversaturated. How many people y'all see out there trying to sell that waist trainer? Half of Love and Hip Hop.
Oh yeah,
all different kind of shows. So it's not that people, I think, are just trying to copy, but some of them are just trying to copy.
That's really a perfect example of a brand that's already together. You just slapping your name on it.
Yes.
Okay. I mean, just think about in the 90s. My baby, when we went to Disney World, true story, for the first time when Jamila went, she thought, this is so funny to me, she thought Brandy was Cinderella for real. So when she met Cinderella in Disney World, she was like, oh, that's not Cinderella. I said, Jamila, who is Cinderella? She said, Cinderella is that lady at Kmart. And I said, who is the lady? I walked around Disney World all day wondering, who is the lady at Kmart? And then it dawned on me that Brandy used to be a spokesperson for Maybelline.
Yeah.
And when we walked into Kmart, that's the first thing she remembers seeing. So she associated that with, I mean, it's a good advertisement.
But
Brandy, the singer or the basketball
singer.
Yeah, the
singer. Even from the movie.
And
there's nothing new under the sun, but it's just that Tish is doing it because everybody else is doing it. It does seem like once somebody does something, she does it. Maybe she's just getting it later. That don't mean she wasn't start, but she's just slower at it. That could be it too. But I mean, I do think My Blueprint, she could have named her thing something else. Like she did that. She didn't have to.
But whatever works for them.
Yes, honey, they did say that. We're gonna talk about that too. So,
so
a lot of people were saying Mel,
that's crazy,
was trying to make Stormy mad because Mel was trying to turn Stormy against Destiny, vice versa, and all that stuff. I don't think so, because Mel went, when they both got into it, she went back there to Destiny and was like, look, y'all ain't even mad at each other like that. Like, why are y'all arguing? This is not what we supposed to be doing. She did the same thing to Stormy. She went and checked on both of them. I don't feel like other people checked on both. Do y'all?
No.
And I feel like if somebody threw a chair at somebody, I can understand why they was about to fight. No,
I don't know if they threw the chair or if she got or grabbed the chair.
She said, "Throw another." Stormy, exactly.
I heard her say that, but I don't know if that. I don't know, because we didn't see her throw the chair, but we did see her grab. It was enough people around to prevent her from actually physically picking up and throwing the chair.
Oh, okay. So you don't think she?
I ain't saying it was like, we don't know. We're guessing.
Oh, because Kimmy said, Kimmy, what would you have done? And Kimmy said, I would have threw the chair.
Yeah, Kimmy kind of confirmed it when she joked about it.
In my opinion, I mean, I could be wrong.
I mean, I don't know.
Mel did try to squash. She did, and people are trying to act like she didn't. That's what I don't understand.
Okay,
Well, you
what did
can
I miss? What
argue
did
that
they say?
she's
Mel didn't
adding
do what?
fire to
Mel
the
did try
flame
to squash
by
Stormy
telling
and
her
Destiny.
stuff, though, because it's
She did.
clear that she's clearly been talking to Stormy about this.
But
That's
yeah,
clear.
they all talk to each other about each other,
That's
though.
fine, but don't lie and say you don't. Because
Who
she
lied and
literally,
said they didn't? Stormy says that she hadn't been.
that's
That
what
she
I just
really hadn't
said.
been talking.
Don't lie
Oh,
and say that she don't. Stormy said, she literally said at the table, she don't talk to you. She don't talk about y'all.
didn't talk, but probably not all day
And
like they
then
think.
a few seconds later, they told Destiny, you need to cut your heat on.
Well, everybody might know Destiny got heat problems. It might not just be
You
Mel.
really think that?
That ain't cool.
You think
Word
that
on the
might
I
be
mean, I don't
serious?
know, but you sitting here speculating just like everybody else.
No,
So I
I'm
get it
just
too, right?
saying. I'm asking you a genuine question.
Oh, I don't
Do
know.
you really
don't
believe
either.
it?
Do you really think what you're saying?
Absolutely.
Oh, okay. I don't know. I
Absolutely.
don't think stuff.
I
I don't
mean,
know.
how would she know that Destiny? How would you know that my
It's-
lights are on or off?
It's clear that Stormy. Why you calling her Stormy? That Stormy has watched the show before. It's Stormy. It might be.
And Stormy probably would have made a better fit because that's the whole thing. People are saying that Tag and Carlos saying fire Tiffany and Lewis
Yeah.
and somebody else. Was it Destiny? And hire Stormy and her husband. She looks like she probably would have been an interest. I would have liked to have seen Stormy story develop.
Me too.
And not through a
But isn't she
friendship.
just a friend? Isn't that how it happens when you're a friend, though?
Yeah, but I'm just saying she seems like I would have liked to see Stormy if for no other reason because she really does have a grassroots humbling situation that grew into something big. So it would have been nice to see her story develop. That's all. Not through the means of arguing with other people. Because the unfortunate situation, we're not even going to get to know her.
No.
We're only going to be feeding because it seems like she came in to be Mel's little pit bull.
It's her friend of the show.
And that's how Destiny was against Tiffany and, before.
Yeah.
It's just like, it's uncomfortable. Because it's uncomfortable for me only because I like her product.
Right.
I don't like the portrayal that they're giving her. She doesn't seem nice. She doesn't seem like a nice person.
But it's editing too, because if they would have shown her pick up that chair or even try to throw that chair, people would understand a little more why what happened. But they didn't show any of that. If they would have shown her mocking her, because I'm thinking she mocked her more than what they showed.
It ain't nothing that would have been okay with that. The whole the light bill. That's disgusting to me. I don't understand the digs at a person that is down when you're doing great.
If she made that comment after she felt Destiny mocked her, then there's nothing I can say about that. Because if Destiny was truly mocking her, then she was gonna get clowned.
She had to. This lady been bullied too. Like she has triggers too. Y'all gotta understand. Just like when Denise said all the time, you can't, and Callie too, you can't say how somebody's gonna respond to you.
I get it, but she wasn't going after her. It would be different if Destiny went after her. Stormy inserted herself in this conversation.
Because she's part of the show. She got to.
But she was directly talking to Melanie. And then she kept asking questions that Destiny said, I don't have the answer. Ask Mel.
Okay.
No, I'm asking you.
It's no different. It's no different than when Mel and Destiny were talking and Tisha jumped in. And then when Tisha was in the back talking to Destiny saying, calm down, keep it together, or whatever, as if she didn't just hop up on the table like she was about to go
she was going to do something.
So
it was so hard.
I did hear they were there for 4 hours.
Right.
Said, I don't know if that's if that was hyperbole or not, but she said they were there for 4 hours. She said the reason she inserted herself was because she was sick of the circles.
Probably, yeah, because everybody was talking in circles, and you're at a table, and if you're a curious person, you ask questions. I don't think she was trying to be smart, but Destiny does have this thing where I want talking to you, but everybody else was talking too. I just feel like people are harder on Stormy for some reason than the other castmates who are doing the same thing.
Because she's coming in like a bulldog. I mean,
but she did.
She
came in with a simple question of, "What are y'all into?"
Why you mad? Like, what happened? Why y'all not friends?
Her voice wasn't raised.
Let's be honest. Let's be honest here. For the same reason that we're saying that Destiny knows the answer, so does Stormy.
But maybe she wanted to hit Destiny's side. Yeah. Like, Mel could be lying to her. Girl. I'm sitting here, and if I really want to know what happened, there's two sides to a story. So I'm just going to listen to Mel's and not yours. If you and Mel was in a disagreement, you want me to just listen to her and not you?
And I think that's what would have asked.
But if you sincerely, if
you don't want to show,
if she sincerely doesn't understand or doesn't know, or just because it seems like to me she flat out won't say what she really wants to say, because I think her conversation with Martell was open, because I think what she wants to say is, we ain't friends because I'm still cool with Martell. I don't think she wants to say those things. We're not cool. I don't think she wants to say those things.
Who? Because
I think that's really the reality. So so you say things like, I don't understand, because her conversation with Martell was free. Even her conversation when she first started talking about, how is it that you don't want me to be friends with your op, but you could be friends with her cousin? And she doesn't want to say, when she was going backwards and forth, why aren't you, and when Stormy was asking, why aren't you and Mel friends, she don't want to say, because I'm still friends with Martell.
I think it's because they was in that room talking about her more than anything. Like, she sat in the room where somebody who was talking about her.
She won't say what talking about her.
Destiny said what they said on Richie Sky. They talked about her. I put it in the group for y'all to see. They talked about her.
What did they? I mean, did she say what they said?
Yeah, it's in the thing.
Was it negative?
I don't know what the thing was. I watched it. It was something like Destiny said. She said the only thing that she said, I can't even remember. Whatever it wasn't, or that's how she is, or it was some kind of. They were having a conversation, and her end was something blanket. Wasn't that correct?
Not from what I remember, but I'll post it.
It was something.
We got an hour, so I can't.
Yeah, it was something blanket.
It was something about Martell at the reunion. What he said about her, how she responded. They was talking about her as a person and him and their relationship. It was not blanket. It was not any of that. It was something she should not have been talking to Tish about, because Tish is not Melanie's friend, and that's just point being.
And they were up until Tisha said, you tried to ruin my marriage.
Tish, I don't think they ever were friends.
They were trying to get back friendly.
They
were never friends.
I don't think they was ever friends.
They were not back at that point. For you to be sitting in the room talking about her. There is no reason for a friend to say anything about you to her. It's not.
I agree.
I thank you.
But they didn't. Nobody even knew they were frenemies.
But you didn't know? We knew.
Did it have to be explained?
It was.
It based on their interaction.
Their interactions and at the reunion.
But it wasn't. No. At the end, the whole third season, they filmed together and was cool. They traveled together. They kikied together.
What is your version of cool? That ain't cool. They ain't been cool.
I mean, what else are we gonna see though?
We see them not being cool. Well, they ain't been cool.
Season 3.
They've been
Tisha and Mel were in. I thought they were good.
No.
Okay. Well, I think you was the only one.
I couldn't have been, because I watched. They traveled together. They was
all on the show
They
together.
were all over Kimmy's house. All Fred and Kiki talking about life together.
They got a paycheck. They were not friends. You can tell after they walked off that stage at their reunion that they were not friends.
I ain't saying at the reunion,
but this is when it happened.
I'm saying during season 3, when they were filming season 3, it seemed like everything was good. Maybe were they at top dog? No, but it seemed friendly.
But you know that she does not want. I don't care how friendly they seem.
But they never been
that you don't want to be talking about you too. You know that she is even. She is not somebody, because the lady go on TV and talk about you like a dog.
You're
Season 1
talking
through
about
3.
now doing season 3. None of that was happening.
But
It
still,
wouldn't have
you
been
know
of a
she will do
difference.
it. You know how Tish
They've
is.
never been
I'm not
friends.
arguing that. I'm
They might have been
saying
cordial.
season
Okay.
1 and season 2, it was all Tish. I'm 100% on board with you. Season 3, everybody stepped back and had nothing to say because it was almost weird. The drama was strictly on Mel and Martell. That nobody was talking about it. As a matter of fact, people were kind of on
I
Martell,
don't know what I am.
on Martell's head. Marceau was like, I can't work with you when you like this. So it wasn't an issue. The
Okay.
whole season 3.
All right, Joy. If you think Destiny thought they were friends, I mean, I don't know.
So Kimmy must be lying because Kimmy said, I thought everybody was good.
Okay, being good.
I think they were good.
It's 5 different things.
Everybody said, because it wasn't,
They've
it was
never
Kimmy
been
that
friendly.
said it. Not Mel. What's her name said it? Tish said it.
What was the exact word they
Destiny
said?
said it. Huh?
What did they say? Like they were what?
Kimmy literally said to Mel directly, I thought y'all were good. In the first episode, when they were talking, she was like,
Kim is sitting on the same stuff you
But
said.
what does good have to do with? I understand that, but what does good? Just because I'm good with you does not mean you are my friend enough that you could be sitting in a room with somebody who I'm friends with. Good and friends are 2 different things. Destiny knew that she shouldn't have been doing that.
It's not about whether or not Destiny should have been. I'm saying the projection that we received, that I saw, and that everybody saw, season 3, they seem to be on an up trajectory. They seem to be in a good place. There was no argument. There was no bitterness. There was no sneak dissing online or on the whole 3rd season. The issues were truly just between Mel and Martell. They weren't Mel and Tish or Mel and Marceau. It wasn't like that for season 3.
I get that, but I still don't think they were friendly enough for her to be in the room.
They weren't
talking about her.
Well, I mean, nobody.
To her. That's what my point is.
It's not ever going to be a good situation for somebody to be talking negative about somebody. I don't care what the situation is.
That's what we're talking
about. You can
be
sitting there talking about your friend. Say, I can't believe she's going through this. Maybe we need to take her out to lunch. I mean, you can talk about negative stuff that's happening to your friend, to her friend.
That's not negative. That's not negative.
But they.
Okay, I think we probably dragging
if
this
you're
on.
saying let's take our friend to lunch, that's a positive output. That's a positive situation. Not
when you're taking your friend to lunch, Tisha.
What's wrong with her? Can you believe she said?
But you were just saying that, sitting in the room, saying it was surface, and they weren't really talking about nothing. So that's why I use that as an example. Like they was talking about what she was going through, but she
don't have a clue. That. I guess this is the thing. We don't have a clue.
I know we don't
what talking about her is. Nobody knows.
She said what they said. Destiny said some of the stuff they said. I'll share it later. Up doesn't mean. I don't know. Anyway, what else we got? Okay, so Mel said Destiny was made fun of, caught off guard, blah blah blah. Okay, so what?
Can I answer this question, T and Honey? The reason that Tisha said first of all, it was cut badly. According to Tisha, she was answering a question that was asked to her about season 2. And she specifically said, and Marceau addressed this too, they didn't have a reunion season 2. So he asked her a question about season 2. And her answer was, well, I did because I felt like she was trying to ruin my marriage. I think something was cut badly because they said they asked her a question about season 2. And then Marceau piped in and said, yeah, remember we didn't have a reunion. So they asked a question about season 2. That's why she answered.
Are you talking about the reunion?
Yes. She said it was about season 2. It wasn't even a question about anything because
that's not how that happened. What happened was they were sitting there on the stage.
I saw it. And it looks very smooth. I'm gonna tell you what, it looked very smooth. But they're saying, but all editing seems smooth.
Okay. Okay, let's see. That's
like I said, we're getting better.
was
First of all,
making a
I ain't
face,
lying. I'm
which
telling
made
you
a
what
question
Marco
asked.
and
Yeah, that's how I saw it too.
and I didn't say it. I'm just telling you what Marceau and Tisha said, that it was something about season 2, which is why they answered. And he said, remember, we didn't have a season 2 reunion. That's why we were talking about it.
Tish goes back to what happened every time they come
She
together. She does
does.
not want to move
That,
forward.
that's a personality flaw of hers. I agree with that.
But okay. So then they start talking about I still don't understand what was going on with Destiny in the room back there, and Tish and Tiff even said she mocked her, and people are arguing that she didn't, and I don't know how it was mocked because they cut some of it. I wish they would show us stuff because I feel so
Well,
confused.
That's
the
why I said it
mocking.
looks smooth, but
Yeah,
it's obviously something
it
else
was
going
bad.
on. That's why I was saying you can't pick and choose when you're saying they ain't edited and it ain't smooth.
No,
But
I'm
I
not
bet
saying that was smooth.
anything.
I'm just saying Tish, even if that happened, Tish never lets anything go. So even if that one situation you just
I
named,
agree with that. It's
uh,
definitely a personality flaw.
she
of
never
hers.
lets nothing go.
I
Because
bet
that's the reason
Destiny
why
will not consider what she said. Destiny, I bet, doesn't think she mocked Stormy. Stormy is taking it as her being mocked because Stormy knows she has the accent and people have talked about the way she speaks before. I bet anything Destiny would say that she was not mocking her. I thought it was mocking because I've heard Stormy kind of talk about it. Destiny, I bet, will say she was not mocking her and
because I think
apologize
she was
for it.
saying, so that's what's up, so that's what up. And whatever she said,
She
so she
repeated it.
said,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You got it. So word. That's what's up. What's up? So
That is
that's what I thought she
That's
was
what's up.
doing.
Yeah.
See, that's what they were, because they were going
Yeah.
backwards and
they
forwards.
were. It was almost
That's
like
what I
Sheree
thought. Because when
and
she
Marlo when they was like,
said, girl,
Yeah.
girl, I remember Dee was like this. Ooh. Dee was like, ooh.
for sure. You want to
Yeah,
be
but
like me.
right, for sure. So she was. I get what I knew what she was talking about when she said it. When people,
Look at Denise is cracking up. Look at Denise.
Do y'all think? But okay, so do y'all think that people are giving Destiny a hard time now? Because nobody showed up for her thing, really. Did y'all see the?
I was so mad. It was because I was just in Huntsville the weekend before. I would have went.
Somebody needed to go.
They said it was a good turnout, though.
I mean,
I don't
it
know
was
what
probably
number
an
that
influx
means.
of people that was coming. You have to remember that these people had to have been hooked up with their Twitter or be in them groups in order to get this information. So if you weren't, you didn't even know it
You don't
was
think
happening.
they put on the radio station or
Probably not. I wouldn't have done. Yeah,
I would have.
Me too.
We have a grant. Well, we do that here. They put it like on the radio. It'd be like on stuff so people will know that it's happening. They'll have the radio station there.
I mean it's possible, but I mean it's possible.
I just feel I don't know. I mean, Tish came late, and did y'all see what she had on?
Yeah, I saw.
Okay.
The pink pants we talking or something else?
No, she had on the whole. No, this was at
she had on tore up ripped jeans.
Ripped jeans with them pink shoes when she came late to Destiny's thing. Like she wasn't even on time.
No, I never saw her there.
Your mama beat you there from Bessemer.
I was just gonna say, yeah, Miss Wanda was there, but I do like the whole. I definitely would have went because I even like the idea of meeting them all in one.
Yeah, I like that. So, somebody had a question. Was it T? I don't know if she's still on. Have you been there? Your daughter, Joy?
My daughter.
Is it big enough to have the suites, or y'all don't? Because I
don't know. She would have to tell me, but she said ain't nobody. I don't even.
But see, I know what she said. We ain't gonna talk about that. We want Destiny to succeed. No.
Joy, tell everybody who your daughter sat by recently.
Oh yeah.
She went to. It was a couple of weeks ago. Huntsville had some kind of festival. My daughter lived in Huntsville. And she said she sat down and looked over and she saw these children. She was like, they do look familiar. And it was Martell's mother. And then Martell came over and she was like, oh, hi. And she called me on the phone. She was like, Mama,
your boo is here.
I'm next too. I said, go over there and get a picture with him and tell him your mama stayed for him.
Yes.
See, that's so cute.
Your
said
mama
she
love
said.
him.
Mhm.
What else, Milch? Okay, so we did that. So, okay. So then they start. I hate this part. And I know people have different things about what was said and how it was said. And I don't even think I wrote down what was said. But so Tish was like, you all trying to talk about my marriage. And she said that people talk about you, everybody at this table, because he keeps popping up on the internet. Um, is that true or not? Do y'all
That's
agree
true.
with that?
No,
Yeah,
it's true.
When him posting that picture didn't help either, right?
right.
Well, I don't think it's that. It's just it was things that in recent months that popped up. You know, Callie, let there be the highlight.
That's what's up. That's what's
Oh,
up.
right.
Yeah,
That's what's
yeah.
up. That's what's up.
That does need to be it. Okay, but anyway, so I mean, then what did she say about the? Did I write it down? Tish said you talked about the infidel. Oh, hold on. Oh Lord, what did she say about the baby? The people are saying it's about the baby.
Oh,
Oh, that was cool. So
What did she say?
okay, so
Well, I
it
found
was
it. Go ahead.
here's the argument.
Go ahead.
It was insinuated that Tish was stupid because of all of these rumors that are looming around Martell.
Oh,
And
why is that my
Tisha responded, "Girl, your
oh
husband
no.
was cheating on you for 3 years. You had a whole baby by him."
right?
Then Mel then says, which was not true. She said originally that she called Tisha BITCH because he insinuated that she talked about her child. Either it was cut bad or Mel is not telling the truth because she said the B way before that.
Yeah, she did.
Right. That's what I was about to
So
say.
she said the B way before that.
But you know, but either way it goes though, Tisha did bring up the whole baby thing, and I thought that was so
I
out of
don't think she
line.
was talking about her baby at all. It was a dig literally at me. It had nothing to do with her baby.
It had everything to do with her baby. What do you mean? How is
I
that
don't think
not
it had
having?
anything to do
How
with
are
it.
you saying you went and had a whole baby, but we not talking about your baby?
She actually didn't say those words. Those are my words.
She said she did. No, she said you got
But
pregnant.
she
I
did
think she
say
said you
something
got
very
pregnant.
similar. But I say
Let
whole.
me find it. I
That
had it.
I would be
But
tickled if she did say whole, because that's
yeah,
something
but
I
No,
would
this
say.
is what I
still,
got.
whatever
You knew
word
not
you
to
use,
know.
the
She
baby
said
was
it.
mentioned.
This is what I wrote. Now that don't mean it's
She
right.
didn't say the word whole though.
But
That's
she said
me.
you
Yeah,
know
yeah,
Martell was cheating
yeah,
on
yeah.
you for 3 years and you had a baby by him.
Yeah,
Not a
that's what she
hoe.
said. Yeah, I said
That don't
whole.
make it better,
Whole
Joy.
make it
I
sounds
mean,
better.
whole just it gives a little punch to it.
Right.
But here's the thing. Mel know that there's truth in there.
It is. But that's her
Let me
Her
husband.
say this. Let me
husband.
say this, and I agree.
Okay,
I'm
you
not
know what?
arguing with you, but that one stinged a little.
That
Look,
hurt.
we have all played a fool, unfortunately, for a
Yes.
man, even if it was for a second. We've unfortunately played a fool, and it's nothing wrong with that. But there is truth in what she said. Now, it may be truth in what Mel is saying to Tish. She just has to have proof. You can't. No woman leaves her man because rumors.
I wouldn't.
No woman would do that. Now, if you get some, and no woman is gonna leave her man because it's a picture of a back of a head
Oh, I
that
got
don't
it. And I
nobody know.
know this
Because
was
I was thinking I don't even know if I could identify my own back because for some strange reason your back tends to be darker than your whole body.
I thought it was Martell. Remember, y'all had. I was like, I think that's Martell's.
I thought it was too because he looks
Okay, so you did
balder.
too.
He looks balder
Okay.
than Marceau.
So somebody is saying that was him at the Hampton Inn in Dunwoody. I don't know if that's true, but that's just what we got. I
Well,
hope
he
that's
said
not
he
him.
was at some hotel. I
I
mean,
just
he stayed in Atlanta.
that's her husband, and that's what time they were fixing on their marriage. Yeah, I feel like that
Yeah,
was.
Tisha
I know.
was
I wish she
wrong.
wouldn't have said
She
it.
was wrong in
I
9
don't
different
think it was a
directions.
twist.
I don't
But
care how she said it. She was wrong.
I don't think she should have said it.
And whether it stung or not. That
And
was
then
the
okay,
dig
so
on that
I
child.
thought that Mel said, maybe I read it wrong, was that she said after Tish said that about the baby, she said, I said, and that's why your husband has been cheating on you every day or some. She responded, not the bitch. She said that after Tish said that to her. It's for what I thought she
it's
said.
true, but it was still insinuated before that she was stupid.
Well, everybody says
for
that.
being with her. No, for being with her husband. I agree.
Oh,
But
okay.
it was
I didn't know.
still
Okay.
insinuated before. No, I'm not saying you're correct. She
Oh,
did say something about it, but
okay.
it was insinuated before. But afterwards, she was clear. And you stupid for or such and such. She didn't say
Okay.
that. But do you see what I'm saying? It was a backwards and forward. There's a situation because it was insinuated. It wasn't direct. And
Well,
when
now he went
Tish,
to a whole nother country. Y'all gotta stop. He was in Africa with his boo. Y'all let the man cheat if he cheating in
even my
public.
husband said, "What
I know mine was like, ain't no
for a
way.
whole
Ain't no
month?
way.
You sure he wasn't with somebody?" I said, "I
I
don't
mean,
know.
mine did the same. He was like,
I
there
don't
is
know
no way
nothing about
that I would
Martha."
go without you. And you wouldn't let me. You just
Now, I
don't
didn't read any
understand.
comments about Tisha's comment though. Montika, I only saw what you sent. What were other comments saying about the baby thing?
Oh, people were mad. Some people
I
didn't
mean, I
think.
would have been
Some people
mad
it was
too.
mixed. Do you agree that it was mixed, Joy? Some
What?
people felt like they were talking about Sugar Mom, and then others thought that
I think it's divided by who you
yeah,
like.
it's
If
really
you
mixed.
don't like
Right.
Mel,
That's how I
you
feel.
would say it's a dig at her.
Yeah.
And if you like Mel, it was wrong. She was talking about her baby.
I
I
thought it
don't
was
really.
wrong, and I like
I,
Well,
both of
I
them.
wrong or right, she was talking about a
Yeah.
baby, and that baby was Sugar
She
Mama.
wasn't talking about her baby. She was
Did
talking
she
about
say
Mel.
her
She said
baby?
your
How are you
baby.
trying to separate that,
He didn't
Joy?
say yo, but you had
She
a
did.
baby.
So,
She said,
what baby did she have?
what baby is she talking about? Joy, you
I
are
don't
Oh,
know.
you
She
are
got
dissecting
pregnant.
this sentence.
According to her, she got pregnant more than once and terminated one of
oh
those
my
pregnancies.
God, child. Okay.
Oh my lord.
So I
So
mean,
either of the babies should be off limits.
you shouldn't talk about people's baby. But
I
I don't
don't
think
care.
she was talking,
I don't care which
I
baby it
still don't think
was.
she was talking about her baby.
Even though she said your baby,
She said a baby. She
you
said
had
the
a
baby.
whole baby.
She
Had,
didn't say
not
whole.
miscarried.
She did not say
Look,
That's what
you had a
Joy
whole
said.
baby,
Joy.
not
Now this is gonna be
miscarried,
in the
baby.
group.
You had a whole baby.
That's what
Mhm.
pre PhD said.
You know, and I hate what's maybe coming up next week or whatever when her and Marcel have to talk about that. I mean, I hate that the way Tisha likes to ask about that stuff on camera, and I really hate that her mama brought it out on camera. Is Wanda getting paid? Do y'all know?
Say that one more time.
Is Wanda
I
getting a
don't know.
paycheck?
I don't think so.
How you gonna bring
Because
that out?
everybody says she doing male dirty work.
Yeah.
You don't even need an enemy because she got her mama on
It's
there.
like she's gonna find it out because it feels like
That's
she just
fair.
doesn't want to be the one that didn't know what was happening. So she's bringing it out on air about her own child.
But
I
I
don't
will
think
say this:
it was
if
one.
I would have, she gets to control the narrative a little bit better if she's discussing it with her mom than she would ever have to with somebody else. It's
No.
because let's be clear, they were going to talk about it.
Well,
And I think that
And,
maybe
and
she doesn't get paid on the show, but don't you think she probably gets paid for like what do you call them when you're not endorsements, but when you go to like
to
things and you
clubs or
get money
something.
for
clubs and
clubs?
stuff,
Yes, I'm sure she
appearances
gets
and
paid for
stuff.
Could be.
appearances and stuff. Yeah, she gets
But
paid for that.
that ain't enough pay for her to. I would never have said that to my daughter in front of a camera. Here's the picture. You gonna be a stupid fool?
I
Oh
would have
yeah.
only if
Oh
to
no, we would have
control
talked
the
about that
narrative.
off
I'm
camera.
gonna be honest, only because I know why they do that because it seems harsh and stupid. You don't know what people are saying when you're not filming. So what if they never mention? I'm just saying that this is
Hmm.
quite possible. And let's say Mel and Stormy had a whole conversation about it, and it's on air, and everybody's talking about it, but not to her. So
Yeah.
and with this being on the internet and in the groups, you knew that it was going to come up. So you could kind of control the narrative a little bit more
Hmm.
if if you discuss it with your friend or if you that's just
Hell, clown, eh?
that's just my opinion because
Hmm.
we don't know if what people have said that they either edited out or whatever.
Okay, so when she was sitting there, because I feel like Wanda says the things that Tish is scared to say, kind of like what you're kind of saying too. But like when he was waiting outside, I was like, is he locked out of black? Like why he ain't going in the building? It's hot. But he was waiting on Wanda to pull up in that truck that was too big for her.
That was so
And
funny.
and he expected her to wash dishes, which he knew she was not gonna do.
Yeah, he was just
But
messing with her.
Wanda ain't done. Because she said, you answer the questions that are truth real fast. But when it's something that you got to lie about, you talk around it.
Is that true?
Is that true? It seems like it.
I think that he unfortunately does a lot of stuff on camera that I want to shake him for, because I think he thinks he's a funny guy, and for the most part, he can be. He's sarcastic and you giggle a little, but
Yeah,
when
because
it comes to
he
serious
said I don't know what
situations,
my back look like.
Yeah.
if I couldn't identify my back, if you put 10 backs with similar sizes and color, I don't know if
Right.
I
So
could
funny.
identify my own back. Because I thought about
Well,
that.
somebody was like, Tish been married to him for years. She know what his back look like. And I'm
Now that's
like,
possible. I think I would get David's back because he got a birthmark.
yeah, if you have like an
So
identifying
yeah,
marker, maybe.
but
Funny.
yeah,
I just don't know. I mean, but it seems like I can understand him being funny sometimes,
yeah,
but every time, like even on Mother's Day, did y'all watch that
yeah,
live?
he's stupid.
He shouldn't have done that
Mm-mm.
to her on Mother's Day.
And he does things like, at this point, he knows that they are displaying his wife as being insecure.
Yeah.
And that terrible edit that they did when Tisha was crying at that club that time,
Mm-hmm.
he should have, moving forward. If I had seen my spouse go through that, I wouldn't have been a participant of making her feel insecure,
Not
because
every
that
time.
was a situation
Right.
where they totally made it out of
Mm-hmm.
something that it
That's
wasn't
Mm-hmm.
via edit. And here you are laughing at stuff. Now, the alternative is him getting frustrated or upset. Maybe.
I think he is too,
I
Gator.
think he does play coy a lot.
Yeah.
And it's frustrating as a woman watching it, because that's why I said I want to shake him and say, you're making your wife look bad.
He
That's
is. I
I
mean, I can
he
understand
gets
playing coy sometimes, but every time he should answer something. You know what I mean? And I can
with
understand sometimes not
seriousness.
doing it.
With seriousness. Now
Right.
it's quite possible that they have been asked these
With a lot to
questions
lose.
off
Gator.
camera before.
Yes.
And
Uh-huh.
sometimes I do wonder about that. Or like, is she asking him something already off camera? Has that already been dealt with? And now that we on camera, you want to do it again? So now I'm gonna play with you.
Cause
That's quite possible.
that's what it seemed like Mother's Day. Cause she was like, you're not cheating. Somebody said you cheating with a linebacker, and he was like, if I am, it ain't with no linebacker. Like that's not what you're supposed to, especially on Mother's Day.
I mean, she
You just
asked
don't do
him.
that.
She asked Wanda asked too many questions to Marcel, in my opinion. Her nose is too much into their business. But he shouldn't play that way with Tisha. I don't think.
Yeah.
I think he should really stop that. And something tells me after next week we'll probably see a little bit of a change, because Tisha looked like she was heartbroken.
And I feel like if you don't believe it, and if you didn't identify that back, why you drive all the way to Black in the dark in the parking lot? Like, I need to talk to you. Like, come on, you know
Yeah.
that back might look familiar. I pray it's not.
Yeah.
Well, I think there is another picture out there that didn't have nothing that we're not seeing.
Oh,
Because allegedly he was at a hotel
with a woman
in a lobby with a woman.
Yeah.
And he's going to talk about that with her, I think.
Yeah. So I mean, I asked David.
The picture
said,
I saw, the girl
went to a
definitely is a
hotel
lot.
without telling.
Okay.
That might be who Arion saw. That could be. Y'all leave that lady alone. Y'all.
Who is supposed to be the linebacker?
The girl in the picture, I don't know. Them Scott. So y'all believe the Scott brothers are mentally ill?
No,
One of them,
where I
maybe.
get that from?
Somebody. I didn't say it. Paulette said it.
I don't know if they are or not. I don't follow them enough, but the one that everybody's talking about, I mean, his posts, which he's probably doing it for a reaction, his posts come off a little scary, but
I was wondering, was he doing it to get on the show?
That's kind of what I'm wondering.
Did you see the one that he just did where it was like, this is where it started, and it was a picture, like, you know how you do a collage of your family, and it was like Mel, Martell, their kids.
Yeah.
It was like one of their, and I'm like, why would he post
Did y'all
that?
watch Vanessa's live the other day?
I didn't see it, and the girl didn't record it.
I caught just the last few minutes of it, and the part that I caught, she said that she was told that he had a crush, and she thought, well, God, he's a little crazy or something, but she thought it was in a joking way. And then the show ended. So I got on there way too late. I didn't know they were having it.
I don't know. She said, this is what somebody else said, that she said that it was Tish and Marceau who told her to watch out for, I'm not going to say his name, but that person. But I didn't watch it, so
all
I don't
I
know.
keep hearing is
I didn't know if that's true.
It's Martell. You don't drive 5 hours to see your first.
That's the truth, though. I don't know. Have I? No,
I wouldn't.
I would for a girlfriend who was sick. You meeting up. Yeah, I would do that for my girlfriend, not some dude.
Want to be on the show. Yeah, because
if he was paying, you wouldn't do it.
No.
Let me tell you something. If I'm driving 5 hours to go see a man and I'm single, and single, we not.
We're not gonna just hang out.
We ain't watching movies and eat popcorn.
Oh no, I think they were doing stuff. Oh, she said they wasn't. Wait a minute.
I don't know if she said they wasn't or not, but he still don't need to be talking about that. How old is Mama Vanessa? It don't even matter. All of us are over 30 years old. Some things you don't need to be talking about on that like that, and he knows it. And his face needs to be shaved. Did y'all see that hair? It's like he don't brush his face.
I'm not even going there.
I'm not talking about the man.
I'm not talking about that man.
What else we got?
If he come at me, I'm a sick Latoya on him. Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, she'll get him. I did, but a whole interview with this man. He's a big deflector, and acts like they kind of all do act alike.
It's kind of scary.
When Tish, hold on, somebody's got something. When Tish finally sees the truth, I don't want her to jump off of nothing.
I don't want her to find out. I don't know that she can take it.
I hope there's nothing to it. Okay. I hope it's just smoke and mirrors. I lost my notes, y'all.
He actually called you?
He tried. Yeah, she showed it to me on Messenger. You can call how we call each other.
I mean, I don't really go backwards and forward with him, but he tried to say my profile was fake, that I was fake on Facebook.
Why does everybody get a kick out of saying that? You and your fake profile. Why do you think my profile is fake just because I'm not telling you all my bee's knees?
Right.
People are weird.
You only can see mine if we're friends.
Yeah, well, don't get me wrong, mine is fake, but you don't need to know that.
I do have a couple of posts that are open to the public, so
I do have public posts. Yeah.
If you do go to my thing, some of my stuff is public, but some of it is private.
Yeah, some people it's just crazy.
So another thing I want to say was Marceau did. Is it Marceau or Marcel? I don't know. Marceau, I think, really did say that he was in Atlanta on January 4th, the day that picture. So I don't know.
He said he was there.
Yeah, he said he was there.
There's no use to try to.
You say Martell or Marceau? Which one?
Marceau.
He said he was there.
I just feel like I don't know if what do you think he was? I don't know. Sometimes I feel like he wants people to investigate just to keep people talking about it.
No, but he kind of put himself out there when he said you have yet to bring a receipt.
Yeah.
I don't want him to get caught.
My whole thing is, I've been saying this, I'm going to say this every week. If Marceau is cheating, he's good at him. Let him cheat in peace.
Yeah, and can he share a copy of his NDA for some of these other people out here? They need to know.
He's doing it respectfully. Look, he's cheating
respectfully.
Yes.
I mean, I don't want nobody to be cheated on. I just think that for Tisha, I don't think Tisha could handle that. I just don't want it to be on TV. I think my heart will break if he's busted on TV after the way she tries to deflect.
I don't know.
I don't want to see nobody sad like that. But anyway.
Yeah, we're gonna pray for them.
Now, what y'all think about Kimmy being the bone collector, going back there hugging Destiny?
I told y'all what she was gonna be, and nobody believed me.
Put up that picture, Montique.
Oh, let me find it. Kimmy, and also when Miss Vanessa, which she did a little classy shade. Which one am I supposed to do?
The picture of her and her Destiny.
When she did that little shade, and Kimmy was the one that screenshotted to Marceau.
Yeah.
Going, buy this shirt.
Destiny.
She got on. Kimmy was the one that sent it to them to see.
Yeah. But that looks so cute. I mean, Kimmy is really a nice girl trying to hug her and all, but Kimmy is the bone collector in this situation. Why are we forgetting that?
Well, I know,
girl.
Do people feel like that Kimmy is kind of causing some of this or no?
I don't know. I mean, I've heard a few people say that she's a bone collector this season.
I said it.
Yeah. But okay. whatever. But
Somebody
she
said,
is the bone collector, but she's not scared to say, hey, cousin, you did have your fair share about that relationship. So
oh,
she's carrying the bones and then calling them out if they suddenly can't remember what happened.
yeah, I just talked about that. Yeah, she was the
She all over
reason
Marcel's
that this
posting
stuff is going
trifling.
around with Miss Vanessa, and now they're arguing even
Oh,
more. But
Kimmy's
Mel's
been
shirt
up
is
on
really
Marcel's
selling after
post
Tish
being
wore it. So,
trifling. I gotta see some of those.
what is
Okay.
it? What you got to see, honey, honey?
Hale was saying Kimmy's been trifling on some of
Oh,
Marcel's
she
posts.
has.
I haven't seen it. So I don't look
Oh
at their
yeah,
stuff like
I was,
that.
yeah. I'll tell y'all. I'll send
I'm
them to you.
team Kimmy. She wasn't a
Yeah,
bone
she's stirring the
collector.
pot. Oh, I didn't invite anybody. Hold on, put this thing out. What else do I have?
You're the bone collector mom. It was a moment.
Okay. What do y'all think about Martell going to meet with Tiffany and her husband Lewis? That scene.
Yeah, it was nothing.
Tiffany was different. She was messy. She
Yeah, I
was.
couldn't believe she was being that. You think she know that her time is up?
What do you mean she was
She was
messy? What
messy. She was sassy. She called her husband a
A
female
B?
dog.
Yeah.
She was.
Mm.
She said, "I am the house." Like she was not. She was
Did
quiet.
y'all see the confessional when she has that French braid around the front?
Yeah.
I
She
get
like
the
that.
feeling that's the first time she's ever worn weave. What do y'all think?
I would hope that she never does that again. What?
Oh, she said something in her confessional that I thought was pretty interesting when she said, it kind of correlated with something that with Maurice and Kimmy was talking about, where Maurice was saying that Melanie was the common denominator, that she fell out with everybody in the group.
Right. And she said,
Basically, you shouldn't necessarily have invited her, maybe Martell.
"Yeah, I wrote what she
But one
said."
of the things that I thought Tiffany said in her, which was probably true, that yeah, she is in it with everybody, but it might not necessarily all be her fault
Yeah, she said she was trying to
as
protect
well.
her peace. I think is what
Yeah,
she said.
I don't think this is about her peace at this point. I think, I think, well, it could be. This is more about her image, but I think Melanie can't control herself. So and there's nothing
Yes.
wrong with saying if I can't control myself, then I need to not be around you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That's okay.
Yeah.
I think that's okay. But she's not branding it like that because I think people could respect that
You thought it
more.
was cute? That was horrible, Denise.
Yeah, I didn't. Yeah,
I agree with that.
I think, but she's branding it in a way as if everybody else is the problem. But when
Instead
you,
of
instead of
I can't be
yourself,
control myself.
like I get so upset, it's just best for me not to be around it.
Mm-hmm.
I think if you
That's true.
brand it like that, people can respect it more
Mm-hmm.
because that's showing some self reflection.
It
And
is.
it really is. But if I say I'm protecting my peace as if everybody else is chaos, so I'm not going to be around you, everybody else is the problem, that's what people can't respect. And I think that's why Mel is getting so much pushback.
And that's what she's trying to do too.
Yeah.
And she said it on something, and I think somebody said it to her like, "You not really being a peaceful person, or you don't have it together if you cannot be in the
Right.
room with these people without yelling."
Right.
And that's when she was. I think it might have been her therapist. I can't remember. She said she told Tish she's gonna leave because she don't want to go to jail, which she
Right.
shouldn't want to.
Yeah. And
Right.
that's okay, that's fine. That's
Right.
fine. And I
Yeah.
mean, if you think you're finna get violent, you should leave. All
Yeah.
I'm saying is people generally can't respect or even receive what you're saying when you're branding them as the
That's the
problem
problem. Yeah.
and not
We just took a
you,
class on that
not
civility.
at least self-reflecting
Yeah.
and making, like I'm working on myself. And right now, I just know because even with Martell, she does it with Martell. I think everybody could respect saying, because it's not, look, anybody can pick their friends and not want to be your friend or
Mm-hmm.
not want to be around you for any reason whatsoever.
We're getting that.
But if you want people to respect you, if they're watching you, you have to deal with yourself. Everybody else can't be the problem, and you innocent, and you never lie, and we catch you in them, and
Yeah.
you never this
I agree with that.
when we pointing it to you.
What?
She's not. It
She
may
She's
just
not
needs
not
to
come
admitting to
across
rephrase
her
like
it.
a
lies
good
or something.
person.
She
What is
needs to
she not
rephrase
admitting
it.
to?
Yeah.
That's all she does. She needs to rephrase it. Why
This is
Marcel keep
crazy.
talking? Oh yeah, I want to talk about that.
Huh?
When he said, "I don't give her any problems," and then he was like, he got caught up like the lie got caught in his throat. He could, then he had to keep talking, and he did the rest of the lie. Um, I do agree. I mean, she didn't have to communicate with him, but I think Joy said this already. If she would have told him about the funeral, it would have been better.
Oh,
She didn't
please.
have to tell him,
I agree.
but
Yeah,
it would
well,
have
we
been
know
better.
that. We know you
I
agree.
you know that's had been my thing. She didn't have to do
Yeah.
anything.
She really
But
didn't.
if you have decided to draw the line at your communication via email, because she didn't even have to talk to him. That's what the kicker is. If you draw the line via email and he now is doing what you asked him to do, he's emailing you. Why can't you email a response? That's all.
Okay. Martell said, you know what? Just because it was a funeral, if for no other reason, she should have told me my kids were going
That's
to a
not what he
funeral.
said. He said,
No,
had
that's
he
not what he
known,
said.
What did he
said,
say?
he literally said, had I known it was a funeral, I mean, I understand it. That's it.
No, he did kind of say she wouldn't have to bring him. She didn't have to bring him anyway. It wasn't your week. So he
Yeah.
kind of.
But I'm just
So
saying that's a
I do agree with some parts of his sentence. I will say that.
but all she had to do was say sorry, Uncle Bobo passed.
Right.
I'm going down
but
to
why would she do that if she don't have to do that? Why does
Alabama.
she have to do that? Just so
She
Martell won't
didn't
be
have
mad?
to.
She
She
just
didn't
needs to
have
cushion
to.
his feelings? Is that what you mean?
She didn't
No,
have
it's not
to.
about his feelings.
Then why are we having the conversation about his feelings then?
This
It's his
isn't
feelings
about
that are
his
getting hurt.
feelings. It's about two adults that got children together. One of
Well,
them
one
is
adult.
two.
We're talking about
One of them and one of the
Melanie.
children are
I don't
two.
know about
So
Martell.
they're gonna have to deal with one another for a while.
And
If you
right.
ever want to get to a place where you're not being
Oh,
ignorant,
Then you need to follow that contract.
somebody at some point, but he's keeping everything within the boundaries.
He is
She
not,
has
because he's now
set
telling
boundaries.
everybody Mel didn't do what he was supposed to do on her week. So he's
that
not
is
sticking
true.
to it.
He
What do
did
you
make her
mean?
look
You're
bad,
missing
Joy.
it, but
No,
okay,
you're
I'm
missing
tired
it.
of arguing
We're
about
talking
this.
I feel
about
like both
exactly
of
what's
y'all
on
are
the
right in the
contract and
wrong
what.
way. Does that
Why
make
do I
sense?
feel like Stormy right now? You talk. You
For
talk. That's what
sure.
Stormy was
For
doing.
sure.
I'm not
For
missing
sure.
anything. I'm
So,
not
so, so
missing
had
anything.
she
This was
said
her weekend. She doesn't have to do anything.
somebody, there's people are saying that they agree with you on that one. She doesn't
It's,
say
it's a
anything.
fact.
Why speak? Well, I do think it would have been easier, but she
Who's
didn't
trying to
have
make
to.
it? Has he tried to make her life easier?
No, I didn't say
Okay,
that
thank you.
either.
You want to be respected. You have to give respect. You sit up on national
He
television
did lie
calling
about them
her a
being crushed. I
whore,
didn't even know
trying to
about the
get her
book
to talk
signing.
about fellatio. Boy, please.
That is
No,
true.
you
They,
want
he,
respect. Give respect. When you grow up, then we can talk like adults. In the meantime, you just so happen to be the father of my children.
okay. And
Okay, thank
Alexa,
you.
stop. We got about 15 more minutes. We gotta get off.
Okay.
Okay. I do believe he was lying when he said the kids were crushed because I don't even think they knew about the book signing, and maybe he told them later and they was crushed, but
He
they
just
weren't crushed
said
at the
a
time.
mirror, especially
Yeah,
what's up, the big girl?
the bigger one. Yeah, no, he made an engagement on her weekend. What the hell? I agree. I mean,
Thank you.
oh Lord, y'all. Oh, okay. Let me Cindy's here. What else did I have to say? I don't think I had much else. I just said the editing was
I want
horrible.
to add to that. Martell just wanted to bring the kids and her to the shoot because he knew that she was the eye candy that would make it happen. He
Okay.
had an
Yes.
ulterior motive. It wasn't just that. If he was all of that, he could have had another book signing and another
Look.
date. Notice, he just wanted Mel to be present, and he's trying everything, throwing stuff at her at the wall, hoping that it sticks, but it's not working out in his favor because she's learned how to skate the issue by removing as
Thank
much
you.
interaction because we have seen
Absolutely.
it over and
Mm-hmm.
over. He has tried, and he provokes and picks an argument till it blows up. She finally had to say, you remember when she said, "Don't have us together anymore." She
Right.
came to that conclusion. How
She
many?
was the adult in that situation.
Well, I'm gonna say this. She said when nobody there at his book signing, more people's at the book signing than Destiny's thing. I'm just gonna say that.
Mm.
How can how can you co-parent expect for someone to co-parent with you and you keep running around to anybody that will listen and talk about her.
Thank
Um,
you.
I think
you-
they doing that to each other.
I don't think. What did she talk about him about?
To my understanding, she's trying to restrict his business. She was very vocal about that. He said last season
Is this
he
something we've
said that
seen ourselves or just what you're
you
hearing?
can't talk, you can't be friends with her if she won't talk. It's just, I mean, I don't think she's not necessarily. Martell did so and so and so and so. She's not necessarily doing that, but I do believe she does things behind the scene because I think that's her
But
personality.
she's not even doing anything with building and houses and stuff anymore. She's done with that. So if she's not even in that realm anymore right now, she says she's taken away from that. She can't be hurting his business if she ain't even doing it anymore.
I'm just telling you what he said. He
Well, he
said,
lying.
I'm just saying last season
Liar. She's not
when
even doing it.
he said, and stop telling people not to work with me. I mean, we saw her do that before,
She
though.
said no. She said I'm not going to do it. So you can pick either whichever one. And people want her because she has the builder's license. That's his fault. He didn't
Yeah.
get that.
And
It's not her fault.
I mean, did he say he's ready to get his license, or did he say
No,
he's
he's
just
not
going
going
to
to do
ride
it.
on other people? Okay.
Just recently, he turned down an opportunity. The guy said, "Here's the book." No, he doesn't want to do that. But I have another
Y'all,
point.
it's so funny to me. And then y'all completely ignore. Yeah, he did say that, but in confessional, he said, "I know I got to get my license." And da 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 da.
No, that's not. No, he said I know I got to get it, but I don't. But there's
That's
other ways for
literally
me to.
what I just
No, he said
said.
I know I should get it, but there's a way that I don't really need it because I can use other people. So why should I do it?
Exactly.
You didn't finish
Yeah.
the
So, but
sentence.
we need
It
to
was a
forget we
whole
heard that
sentence.
part.
He's not going to get it. He wants to ride on somebody else's. He don't want to take the test.
That's right.
He said
That's
that. Go back and
definitely
watch it. He said, but I don't have to because other people got it.
I
He's
think
not
we're
going to do
only
it.
supposed to listen to the positive
The
things.
front part, the buffer. That's what they
Yeah,
call
the
it in
buffer.
journalism. You buffer it with the good stuff and then you hit them at the end. Your
Mhm.
daughter know about that, Joy.
throw something else out there. Did y'all watch the nightcap?
Yes, that's what we're about to talk about. Do y'all have anything else on this one? I think I don't have any.
We good.
I don't think I have any. I just think they edited horribly. The Inez. Oh, we do. One more thing. It's Inez. He's having. Oh, this might be the next preview. Or did he talk about this with Tiffany? Would you let your husband go with Martell to Atlanta?
You know
I
what?
mean, honestly.
I
Come
think
on,
if there
no,
was if there
come
was a
on.
negative history, then my husband probably wouldn't want to go because he knows I would be pissed. But if he's been caught in no trouble or whatever, then you go have fun
I mean, but
safely.
if your
Would you,
husband,
Joy? Honestly.
I wouldn't care.
Yeah.
I know I would. I know I trust mine, but I still
Yeah,
don't
Yeah.
want
I
to be
wouldn't
around
care.
Martell. I just
First of
don't trust him.
all,
I don't know.
that ain't really David. My husband ain't that type of guy. If he cheat, I done lost him
Yeah.
because he's an emotion. He's not really in the. You know your guy. He's
Yeah.
either a physical guy
Uh-uh.
or he'll go for a girl to sleep with her. If my husband sleep with somebody, I'd have lost him, honey. Because he done got emotionally involved with somebody. I ain't got nothing coming.
I
I
can't
just
do
be
nothing now.
signing papers.
But I'm talking about this crew. Okay, we're not talking about our people, but this
Yeah.
crew.
But
This crew of
that's
me.
what I'm saying. I wouldn't care if he went with Martell.
But what if it was Marceau was your husband?
No.
I wouldn't care.
What?
Because David is either going, if Marceau was my
Yeah,
husband.
no, Marceau.
I mean, I wouldn't care because I know that they filming. Not that they gonna be filming every
Oh,
minute, but they're filming. This is a filming. This is work.
but do
So
you
I
remember Bolo?
absolutely
They
wouldn't
was
care.
filming with Bolo.
I mean,
And
Sure
we
were.
know what happened.
but I'm like, and we still got to see or hear a lot of stuff.
We
So I mean, it
did.
is what it is. It's filming.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, I absolutely wouldn't care if they filming. And see, I don't even have my husband ain't this type. But I ain't never been to a strip club.
I would
If
love.
he went, I wouldn't care.
Yeah, I want to
You
go
know
with
what I'm
him.
saying? I wouldn't care. I don't even know if he's ever been to one. I wouldn't care.
Ooh.
I mean,
Is anybody gonna get this
because he ain't
wine?
gonna do nothing no different than what he would do. Period.
Is
You
anybody gonna get
understand?
the Inez wine or no?
No. I'm
No,
not a big wine drinker.
I'm not either.
Yeah, no. I mean, I'll try Marcel stuff just because it's chocolate, but no.
Mhm.
Kelly, do you have a picture of the Carlos thing with Mel and Monique?
Uh-uh.
I do. I have to find one. Okay, so what did y'all think about the nightcap?
Oh, I absolutely loved it. Oh my God, you talk about bringing up the dirt. Well, oh my God, Mel
Right?
is
Ghetto.
finest
Watch
moment
what's happening live.
when she brought up
Really?
the fact that um Tisha's dad
Oh,
was
that was bad.
DMing her directly. Oh my God.
But
That,
then that man is a preacher, and I said, that's the kind of stuff that I think is reckless. Because was he getting in your DMs to get on you, to fuss at you,
Oh
to
no, not to fuss.
I said
on,
Sorry, Joy.
I said to get on her, to try to holler. Why was
wash.
he in her DMs? We have no clue. But the insinuation is it was something inappropriate.
Well, Joy, I'm gonna say this.
He can't
He
possibly think he
listen.
got a chance with Mel. So I just have a hard time believing that old man was trying to holler at her.
Mm,
Oh, please, come on. You don't really believe that, okay?
uh-huh.
You can't
Was
really
he
believe
certainly
that
was
a
DMing
man whose daughter
and
is on the show is
okay?
in this girl's DMs to holler.
Do you know that he will congratulate Mel on her success before his own daughter? He has several times.
I don't care. That's
So
neither here nor
he
there.
likes this one. Okay,
So I mean, even if okay, so what if it was
it's
him
called
going in
lust.
there? What if it was him going in there and saying, "Hey, congratulations! Hey, that's
Listen,
a nice
But why
looking
you gotta do that in
whatever."
the DMs? You
'Cause
can't do that in the.
I don't know.
so you think it was just him saying
I
congratulations?
don't care what
My point is, I have no idea.
I don't care what he doing. If he can't do it in the light, he gotta do it in the dark and the
How is
DMs.
that the
He should
dark?
not be
If
doing.
somebody who know you congratulate you in your DMs.
So you
If
know
he's scared
what?
to do it in the light,
Mel can
in a
put him on.
card, write a picture. I mean, he old school. I know he know how
I
to send an
don't know.
email.
That man got to at least be,
He know how to write a
he
letter.
probably in his late 50s.
You
It doesn't matter. He's a man,
what's
okay?
that? Okay, that's like Ralph saying that lady was 50, so he wouldn't sleep with her. 50-year-olds got it going on. Half the housewives are 50.
Nobody's arguing that. I'm
Oh,
simply
okay.
saying that
Hmm.
that old man got to know he ain't got no chance with me.
And that stopped a man before. You know how
Listen,
many men try to holler at me ain't got no chance?
But there's a difference. They
I'm
don't
just
know that they
saying.
ain't got no chance.
you're an
He
absolute.
know he ain't got
No,
no
he
chance.
You are in denial,
honey,
girlfriend.
men try to
This
date
ain't
outside.
about denial. It's about not knowing. We ain't never
Okay.
heard that man say nothing, even on the screen.
So
We
you know
have
what?
no idea. We're completely guessing based
Then you
off of
say
what
that
she
she's
said.
being messy.
We
Okay?
ain't never heard what no one says until we hear him say it. It's no big deal.
My point, we ain't never even heard that man's
Listen,
voice.
Joy.
You're
Okay.
insinuating
I
that
love
this
Joy.
man, that your co-worker's daughter, who you've been having beef with, is trying to holler at you.
I have a friend whose father is like dating her friend. I mean, it
Okay.
happens. He got a
Hmm.
Okay,
divorce from her mother.
nobody's arguing that, but
So it can happen though.
we're
You act like
putting
this
a
is like
whole lot.
far
I'm not
fetched.
saying that it's not possible. I'm just saying that we're completely just throwing out a scenario based off of one comment
But
that
this
could be
Listen,
completely 100% wrong and inappropriate, or it could be 100% innocent.
I don't. I think he should not
on.
be in her DMs. I don't care, innocent or not. He should
Exactly.
not be in this lady's DMs.
He knows that this is his daughter. Come on, Joy. You just
Well,
would not.
that's true. Family beef, they ain't gang, right? His daughter's beef ain't his. He still want to be
And
better than
see,
her.
and then it's an insinuation that maybe he could have went in there and did a Wanda and say, "I wish you and so and so could work this out or something." I don't know. We're guessing. We're
We
guessing
guess
based
about a
off of
whole lot of stuff on
one
here. So
comment. And that man a preacher.
Okay, what's that stop anybody?
that's
What?
funny though.
Dad's
Then we all
husband
know
or
preachers
husband is a
that don't
big
mean a
time
thing.
preacher, and
I ain't
he's a.
trying to talk about Pastor. I'm not, but Joy is believing in you, Pastor. So that's
This
all
ain't
that matters.
about me believing in him. I don't know him. I'm just not willing to say that it was something inappropriate. You all are just willing to jump to that conclusion. I'm
I
not.
don't care
And
appropriate or
you
not.
are always just willing to jump to the conclusion that Melody is always wrong and Martell is always right. So we doing
That's
That's
the
right.
same
not.
thing,
That's
Joy.
not true.
Yes.
That
Mm.
is true.
That's not true.
Everybody's got your number, Joy.
You ain't got nothing from me.
Do you think Miss Wanda
Okay.
is guilty? This was
Now,
the question
we
they
ain't gonna
had.
go there because you ain't got nothing for me. Because the first 2 years,
Joy, yeah, we
I
do.
100%
Ah,
supported Melanie. 100%. I
You
thought Tisha was
100% what on season what?
insane.
The first season.
It was the first 2 seasons.
Well, first
oh
one and a
well,
half.
we didn't know you did, Joy. So
Okay.
we sorry. Um,
I
so
stayed for her, big time.
You're what?
she was a stand, a stand. So this was the word on the street, which I felt was real shady of him to use Giselle's tagline while Monique was there. But word on the street, do you think Miss Wanda is guilty of meddling in Tisha's business, or is she just looking out for her daughter?
Both.
How is
But
that associated with
Exactly.
Giselle?
Okay.
because he has a segment called Word on the Street with Miss Wanda, and that's word on the street is I am the word on the street. Whose
Yes.
tagline is it?
Well, first of all,
Giselle.
we know that
Has
T is a
Carlos ever worked on Potomac?
But he says, but Giselle is one of the top 10. That was a question on his show too. Like she
I
was
saw
brought up.
that, but I'm just saying, I didn't think they had worked together.
But he used her tagline in one of his segments. It's word on the street. Yeah. With Monique there. I was like, oh, he's shady. But
it's exciting, that show. I love it.
you like
And
Carlos' show? I like it too. I know people gonna give him a hard time, but
that's okay. He can handle it. He ain't no
I feel
no
like it's no different
over.
than Watch What
He
Happens
can handle
Live. They
it
throw
from
shade at each other.
corners, okay?
You
Shame.
don't think it was different than Watch What Happens Live?
I feel like that on Watch What Happens Live, people throw shade just like they did on his show.
I keep forgetting that he don't drink, so that's probably why he got up and ate that popcorn.
Yeah.
Instead of normally they would take a sip or something.
Sip or
that you
something.
drinking.
Yeah.
Yeah, he don't
Well,
drink.
when she dropped that bomb, then he went and he
Ate
got
that
him
popcorn.
popcorn because he knew it was a show then. And did you check out how she did? And she did this little bow when she dropped that little nugget. Oh my God, she was on stage.
They
Go,
was
man.
both acting extra to me.
Yeah.
They were both acting thirsty and extra. If
Well,
What
it
happens
was
on Watch What Happens Live?
I happen to love it.
some
Me,
people, but I think that's why they encourage drinking because they relax a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
You
well,
know,
you know,
what I'm saying?
if
They
like
come
if you
out with
play
drinks in their
cards
hand.
and you have the ace and the two jokers, she had the ace and the two jokers, and baby, she played her hand. Boom, she was in it. Okay.
So okay, do y'all
Coming
think
up,
she
they
was
have
wrong?
Hopefully, and Martell is supposed to be on next week.
With
Oh,
Hillary, that's shady too. Carlos is shady. But they did make up, I think,
Yeah,
right?
they already made up.
Carlos Note,
Okay.
okay, you make good TV.
Who was he into it with?
It's
It's gonna be Heavenly and him are gonna be next week and Martell. Remember?
Oh,
Right.
Mhm.
Carlos don't play. We got comments, y'all. Kelly, you supposed to be helping
Carlos
with the
knows
comments.
how to put on good
I am.
TV. Okay.
So she thinks it's better than Watch What Happens Live. I thought it was pretty good.
Oh, I
Um,
think it's
Okay, what
absolutely.
do y'all think about her saying Maurice is the least relevant person on the show?
Well,
Who agrees?
that was her dig at him because
actually, I don't agree. I think Lewis is.
okay.
Oh, you think it's Lewis?
But
Sure,
to
right.
me, Maurice and Kimmy usually stay out of drama.
Uh-huh.
They have a special, and they often tend to be the voice of reason. And
Mhm.
every show needs a voice of reason. And the reality is, he got a real job.
That's what right. I think that's why Tiki wasn't up and really involved in New Jersey. He has a real job. You have to be
Yeah.
careful when you have a real
He
job.
have a real
I'm
job.
not saying they don't have a real. Okay, let's say he's not he's an entrepreneur, but he's still a lawyer,
Yeah,
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yes. That's how he moves.
and that's
He
why
have
even
a
like
real
on Marriage to
job.
Medicine, like Dr. Jackie, them all have their own practice. If they worked in a
Right.
hospital, they couldn't act like that sometimes. You know what I mean? So
If you go to like Google, it's messed with Heavenly.
yeah,
And Jackie.
and Jackie.
Because
Mhm.
people have talked about both of them
Mhm.
real bad online. It messes with your profile.
Mhm.
That's why I didn't understand why somebody at Stormy's caliber would come on here like that.
But she's an entrepreneur. She has her own business. She's
I
not gonna be
know.
hurt. And I'm gonna tell you, her
She
sales have
is her brand.
skyrocketed. But her sales have skyrocketed since being on the show, and she's got a some type of skin product and some type of goat milk. Like she's gonna launch 2 new products after this show. So
Mhm. And her line
reality
is
TV
already
can hurt you, but it can help you back good or bad.
Yeah.
It's helping her right now. And I don't know if it's gonna keep on if they keep giving her these edits, but you know that's up to
I
her to
don't
stay
think
on.
they're adding. I don't know. I don't know what it is. She already has the. She already has the product. She already has the money. She already
Yeah.
has the pro. You know, she already got a brand. Usually, people come on reality shows to create a brand. Maybe this is her version of expanding it, but
Mm-hmm.
I tend to think that the people that watch the show, because I was surprised that the ratings weren't as high as I thought that they were. She probably gets better advertisement on Facebook because that's how I heard about.
Well, if you think about people in the groups, they didn't even know that was her, or they didn't
Yeah,
even know about her product.
yeah,
Like a lot of people before the show, even though
yeah.
she has reached the masses, didn't even know about her. So now people are buying. Did you see how much she sold since being on here? It's on her
Mm-mm,
Instagram store. I have to find it.
mm-mm.
It's
You
like
know, I don't
like
really
80.
do Instagram
Oh,
like
I
that.
have to find it.
Yeah.
It's
I
a
don't know
lot.
how much she sold, but I was not always a supporter of her product. Put up that picture I sent you of her.
Okay.
I just think now that we know her story, the picture,
Do
I
I
mean, the
have
way
it?
she is in the confessionals with her natural hair, she
Mhm.
is her own best advertisement. And
Yeah.
I think she just does a good job.
Yeah, I
And
mean,
even,
her product was good. I told y'all that because
yeah, yeah.
once I
See,
figured it out on air, I was like, I bought some of her
Yeah,
stuff.
you was like, I
yeah,
gave her
yeah.
Oh,
stuff.
she got
What
good
I used to
product.
say about that is
Yeah,
that when they first started with the videos, they would always go to the new growth and
yeah,
say that new after you've had your hair braided for a while, we all get that new growth.
right.
It
Yeah.
seemed as if they would say that new growth is the growth because of that product. And so when they was first coming out here, I was heavily
Yeah,
commenting on it. It's new growth. Are we going to have that without, but I don't have that same thought anymore. I mean, and her hair is a good example of
Of
how to
what
market
can
your own
happen.
product. Yeah.
Because they
Yeah.
said she chopped it off and it grew back. So I don't
Yeah.
know.
Yeah.
I
And they
don't
were
use
trying to
it, but I'm
drag
gonna
her
get it.
hair.
I still
They were
have
trying to
Kenya Moore
drag
hair
her.
care to use. So and it
Huh?
has helped me. I said I still have Kenya Moore hair care right now, and it has helped us. We have
but
Yeah.
she
Yeah.
Kenya Moore is a perfect example of not liking somebody. Like I would never buy her products
well
because I
she's
don't like her.
well she's going to Walmart now and CVS, so
Okay,
I guess she
I'm
doesn't
just
need it.
saying. First of all, I never went to Sally's. Like I would.
Yeah, she
Like
said
you
she's going to Walmart
I
now.
would never go to Sally's if for no other reasons because it's too many black owned beauty supply places. You
Is
know,
there not here? I wish there were more here.
We have one here.
Yeah, there's not that many
actually,
here.
I ain't gonna say it's too many, but
Yeah.
I know of several.
Yeah. We have one in our neighborhood. I mean, and where I live, and then there's like one or two in Nashville, which is sad because Nashville's pretty big.
Yeah.
But
And I think if memory serves, I think Jamila told me Destiny's is the only black owned beauty supply.
I think we're in Huntsville. Yeah, I
Yeah.
think she is.
Yeah.
So I really
So
want her
people
to be
really
successful.
should support her
Yeah,
just
I hope so.
because, like, it's a black one particular place that I go in and buy something.
I do
Just
too. I
because,
always
I
try
mean,
to go to our
even if
black guy.
there's some,
Well, I don't
uh,
have any in my neighborhood, so I have to use
Kenya's
the
hair stuff is
agent.
good.
Yeah.
I hate that people won't buy
they're
her
not
stuff.
in my neighborhood. I got to drive a little bit,
But you
but
can
if
also
I'm
buy
over
Kenya's.
there, it's a particular, what's Afro World. I'll go in there and
CVS
grab
is
Well, our
shutting
something.
stores
CVS is on
down.
shutdown here. They
None
became
here
our
either.
Rite Aid shut down and became CVS. So maybe it's where you live.
Yeah. They
Mhm.
haven't done
Because
any of that
I
here.
mean, our insurance Caremark is here, and we had some people have to get their prescriptions from
I'm
CVS
surprised
just
at
because of that.
CVS. Y'all know CVS was the wife of Walgreens.
Really?
No.
Mhm.
Really?
They so
You,
shady, and you notice they
that is
always across the street from each other.
from each other. In
Yeah,
our
but
neighborhood, it's
yeah,
I've always
Walgreens.
wondered why that
the
was.
ex-wife of
That's
Walgreens is
why. But yeah,
CVS.
I guess it depends on where you live.
Yeah,
But
Kenya
she's
is
also
that
going
girl
into
hair.
Walmart. But you can also get it on Amazon, her
Yeah.
stuff, and I think Stormy's too. and male. I don't know about males.
I
But then,
ordered mine on Facebook. I ain't gonna even lie. I kept these
oh, from Stormy.
advertisements. Yeah, kept
Yeah.
popping in. And one of my students had made a comment about my part. I can't stand kids. They tell you the truth.
No, they say
And, and so I had
It's
bought
very
that
true.
oil to thicken this part, and it thickened. It really did. I used to think this guy hate kids sometimes. I mean, like they be saying some of the cruelest things, but you know it's the truth, and you can't even cuss them out or hit them or nothing. You just gotta
what?
take it.
Yeah.
CVS doesn't compare to
But that's
Walgreens.
the ex-wife. Y'all leave her alone. Walgreens, yeah. CVS is higher than Walgreens to
It's
me.
way higher.
I
They
like
have
CVS
really good
better here
sales
though.
though.
Well,
Like
they
when
trash bags
yes,
when they on sale, y'all
when
better
they
get
have
them.
especially when they have like the $1.99 um like detergent,
Yes,
you can
buy
only
one get
get
one
three.
free.
So I
That
got
stuff is
three
good.
children. All three of us fucking in
Yes.
here now. So.
Woo. How do we get on CVS?
I have no idea.
Okay, let's see what's left. I do said I hate the way Monique laughs at everything she says. I'm like, why
Yeah.
is she laughing? Is it
You
a
know
nerve?
she locked her hair. Her hair looks good
Yeah, I
too.
like
I'll
it.
give her that.
I like her hair, but she's
But it
always
was
wore
weird
like
because she looked like she had
Afrocentric
braided
style.
hair. At some point, it looked like her hair was braided, didn't it?
I don't
But
know.
how can you braid it and it's also been locked?
I don't know.
Well, I think she has crocheted locks onto it.
Oh,
That's
no,
it.
that's
She
her
tweeted
hair.
today that was her hair.
That's what she said. Now, don't mean she telling the truth.
Yes,
Well, okay. Yeah, I'm like,
Well,
okay.
you
Look,
see
Sally can't stand
look
talking
in the
about her.
word- you see the
Oh no,
word
I
it
don't mind
started,
talking about
Okay,
it.
and
It's
then look
okay.
at the rest of it. Does it
Uh,
look the same? No, it doesn't.
Monique is a nut. So did she down him? See, I didn't watch it.
it
Somebody was like
wasn't,
she had a list of stuff about him she didn't like or something.
I don't
it
think she was
wasn't the
being
I just
down in him,
didn't.
but she was definitely being more blunt than
Yeah,
she.
we just have never heard that from
Mhm.
them.
Oh,
But Chris said he made a comment that he just sometimes like to come home, sit and chill.
yeah.
And then she said he thinks if he cooks dinner and washes the babies or something like that, he don't have to do nothing else. So it just seems like she wants to get out and do more and be more of a power couple. And he's like, I'm at home chilling. We got our Super Bowl money or whatever, and I'm good.
I
She's just
wonder why
trying to
she
get
does
them
she
on the
hire
same
him.
page.
I was
Does
gonna say,
she
does she not
hire
have a
him?
nanny and a maid? Like I
Huh?
have somebody to clean my house, and I know she make more than me. Why? I mean, like, okay,
And she
I,
did a pop-up event with her not
okay.
for the lazy mothers.
I saw
Right.
that.
I hate that name.
I didn't. I wish that she had mentioned how many tickets she sold because the first time it was just 30. I'm thinking that maybe she has more by now.
She probably gave them away. I don't care what nobody say. She was standing in the parking lot like, you want to come to my thing?
Yeah, but the
Ain't nothing wrong
pop-up
with
shop
that.
looked good though. I
What do
mean,
y'all think? What was I
it looked
going to
really,
say?
really good.
What do y'all think about Melody saying that she changed her name to Melody Shari and not Hope?
I
I
think
like
it's a
Melody
move,
Shari.
okay, because she got a lot of things in the works, okay, and she doesn't want to do any kind of branding
Yeah.
that would give him any play off of it. So I think that's a strategic move, okay.
Mm.
I wonder is that her
From
public
him and
name or
his
what's her
marriage.
legal name?
It's
It's
probably
probably just her. I think it's probably her business name, maybe.
Yeah.
because I think
I'm sure
Holt is
she's
still the
keeping
I
Hope.
legal.
mean
That's her
that's
kid's last
I
name.
mean if that's her business name, I mean that's her,
But
I
I
think
think
Yeah.
she
she's keeping.
was her
That's her
middle
kid's
name.
last name. She's gonna keep her. I mean,
I
Yeah.
would if no other reason for my
yeah.
children. Would they be
No.
because it's crazy when I ask children, what's your mama last name? Like you have to
Stop
ask.
it.
Yes,
Really?
when you call your parents, yeah. What's your mother's last name?
That's
Well,
awesome.
yeah, you
Very
speak
rarely there.
when you get
Well,
rid of the man, and if it's been really distasteful as mine was, I got rid of his name too. Okay, so she's probably feeling pretty much the same thing
But
too.
did your
Okay,
kids? Or I mean, I'm crying. Do they have the last name of his or no? I'm
no, they
being
have
nosy.
his last
I'm
name,
being
but
the stormy. I'm being nosy. I'm sorry. Don't throw no shade at
I'm
me,
okay
okay?
with it. I'm open. No, I got rid of his name. No, I don't like that name.
He did
Mm-mm.
the Tina
The
Rid
Turner.
of you
the
and
last
your name
right.
too.
the one thing I have is they asked the queens of reality TV, and I want to ask each of you and
Oh,
the
I
people
saw
who are
that.
watching, who would you think, and it could be king too, because I guess there are some men. are the queens, or who you would name? The one, no more than three of reality TV. Who wants to go first? I don't even have nobody, so I need somebody else to go.
I would say Giselle,
Okay.
Kenya Moore,
Yes.
and Bethany Frankel.
Okay. Very good. Very
Well,
good.
of course, I'm going to say Mel, okay?
Mm-hmm.
I know you
Yes,
don't.
yes, yes. But Mel is the queen of OWN. For some reason, I thought you said Bravo. No.
No, if anything,
Oh,
of
He
any
said
reality.
reality TV.
Okay, I say
I
Mel.
actually agree. I was screaming to the TV when Melanie. I mean, when cause
Go.
what's her name went first? Um,
Monique.
what's
Monique.
her
Is she
name?
forgettable? Monique? Is
Yeah,
she that
Monique
forgettable?
went first,
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
and I was screaming to the TV. You cannot say the queen of reality TV and not mention Tammy Rowland.
Yeah.
Like
Huh?
I was
No, Mel
screaming to the
said Tammy
TV.
Roman. Mel said her not.
I
Oh.
know.
Oh, I
Mel
thought
why
you
said
I
said.
that. I
That's
didn't
why I
hear. Oh,
said
I
what's
didn't
her
hear
name
that. I
went
must have turned
first.
off at that point.
That's why I said
Oh, Monique
I
said
like
New
Shawnee.
York. Okay.
Yeah, she
I
said
like
that's why
Shawnee.
she started watching her. And I was saying, no, Tammy Rowland. And
Tammy?
then Mel said Tammy Rowland and Nene. That is correct. You cannot, like, I was a
What
fresh
does queen mean?
a queen.
Now, when you say it's correct, it's Tammy Roman. What's your
You
definition
know
of
Callie
queen?
don't like it.
What's
It
a
just
queen?
means the queen is of the head of. She was in charge,
I
usually like the original or like even the boss. If you were a girl on reality, you have to remember, Real World was the first
it
reality show
was.
as we know them today.
Mm-hmm.
She was on technically the first full season, although they had New York. That was called The Experiment. But
Mm-hmm.
Tammy Rowland was on the Real World season LA, which is technically considered season one.
So
Some
queen
people
means
say
the
it's
first.
not,
Is that what
but
you're saying?
it was considered one because New York was the experiment.
Okay, so queen means the first.
Yeah, a lot of times, yeah.
Okay,
So I
all right
think
then.
Mel
Yes, she was
said
definitely the first.
I
Mel
like
said
Shawnee
that it was because
O'Neal.
she was the first authentic one, which she showed
Definitely
her
was.
downside, her pain, her everything. Like she
Yeah,
wasn't
she
front.
had her mouth of what is it shut,
To
So
lose
she,
so she
weight.
couldn't eat. She
did
got
she?
pregnant. Yeah,
That was a choice, though. How was
yeah.
that? That's
I
a
Yeah,
didn't
queen
know
move.
that.
she was eating a lot. I guess she was trying not to gain weight, so
Okay.
she had her mouth shut,
Wired shut. Yeah.
wired shut.
Hmm.
And
Okay,
she
that's
got
extreme.
pregnant. She decided to have an abortion.
Yeah,
We
That's a
didn't know
queen
at the
move.
time. We would know later. And
later.
I don't know if this is who got her pregnant. I don't know. But Marlon Wayans was on the show.
Yeah.
He was blurred out. We wouldn't learn that until 10 years later who that was.
She should
We
have had
just,
his baby. Oh, sorry.
but he was a
That's Wayne
college
Yang's
student
money.
probably
What's
then.
their last name? That's good money.
Wayans.
But food stamp gate.
That was later. All of that would come later. But
But see,
Tammy was the first.
but
If
Tammy,
she's on the original show, she's probably the most popular. Other than that congressman, I'll give him that because season two has he actually is a congressman.
I don't know that one.
Him and his wife was on the Real World too. It was two
Really?
of them. They got.
Okay.
Well,
They
I feel
So
like
started
queen
Tammy
means
did
the first
help
one.
basketball
Okay.
wise. I feel
All
like
right.
she did help reinvigorate basketball wise.
Yeah.
I
Well,
like
it reinvigorated her
Shawnee
music.
O'Neal and I like Jada Pinkett. So those are my
They ain't
Mel.
reality. Was they reality?
They not reality TV.
You say Shawnee?
Personally.
Shawnee is,
Yes.
but not Jada. You
Oh,
come
well,
on.
she's on table
Okay,
talk.
so we got some people who said Kenya Summer Moore. Thank you. I love Kenya. Tiffany New York Pollard. And
Oh
me.
yeah, you can't. I love Tiffany.
Yes. Tiffany. I forgot about
New
Tiffany.
I
York.
forgot about New York.
Yeah, New
Tiffany
York is
Tiffany.
good. Slap me, bitch. Slap me, bitch.
That was some good
Yes,
trashy TV,
yes.
wasn't it? That was like some
Pumpkin.
good
Yeah,
trashy TV. And if
that's
you
a good
play
one.
it today, you just shake your head.
Because
If you watch,
how can the prize ever be Flavor Flav? I just don't understand. How can that be your prize?
If
Okay,
you
who do you
tell me
have,
to get
Callie? You
on
gonna
the
keep your
floor,
same one?
I have no idea.
Well, my three, I'm gonna say Lisa Vanderpump. Y'all know I love her.
Oh God.
Kenya Moore and I'm gonna say Giselle. Those are my favorite.
I love.
Okay.
Oh, and I love Shannon from the OC too. I don't know, so I don't know.
Shannon Badir.
Yes, honey, that's my girl.
And I like how I go back to Tammy. Tammy is winning right now. One
She
of
At
the
is.
what?
things about reality TV is that you have to be able to fulfill your dreams,
Mhm.
regardless if that's turning like Bethany did and
Mm-hmm.
creating a business mogul, you know what I'm saying? Or if Tammy wanted to be an actress, that was her dream. She actually wanted to sing and act.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
This has been her dream. And if you can fulfill that dream through and you went through reality TV, you win it. You
Wow.
You don't say that
win.
about Melody.
You go, Tammy.
You don't say,
Nene wanted to act.
you don't say
Okay.
that about Melody Holt.
You have to that comes with time though.
She's fulfilling her dreams right
And
now.
Yeah.
she knows how to sing.
Comes with time.
She knows how to play the piano.
Yeah.
She's an actress, okay? She's mogul in her own right, okay? Girlfriend got it going on.
Because now Nene is my second favorite, right up underneath Tammy, and I would even say that Nene isn't winning because you have to be able to. You have to come out of reality TV and win. That's what I mean by that's to me is what makes you the queen.
So Joy, but if that's what makes you the queen,
To me,
okay.
I think Nene can come back though.
I hope so.
Yeah, I hope
I think-
Nene can come back too
I
because
think she can.
you know, I didn't even say
There's
Nene's
too much
name, and
drama.
I probably should have because Nene was definitely
Mm-hmm.
the queen.
She made an impact on reality TV. hands down.
Absolutely, she did.
She
But
did.
I
Gotta
just
give it-
think that what makes you the queen though is when you come from up under it and you just think of if say I don't like Candace, but let's say if Candace had been offered a Grammy, that's
Oh yeah,
winning.
that's a come up. Yeah.
That's a come up. Like you should be able to walk
Yeah.
away from reality TV and win.
Mm-hmm.
You
So
should-
then, maybe at some point Monique could be the queen.
Monique who?
She's
Monique
possible
Samuel.
good. I
Wow.
don't like her, but it's
She said-
possible.
Maybe
Selling them
because she's
oil.
doing Mila E and what you call it.
Them oils, hun, they cost too much.
Okay,
They do.
so my point being, when I say that is, you know, she's definitely had not always the best moments with that fight because I know that pissed some folks off. But if we can forget all the bad things that were done and you can still be the queen, then that's the only way I would say Tammy Roman would
it
even be on that
happened.
list.
It
Because
literally
Tammy Roman is the biggest bully, biggest bully I've ever seen on TV. That girl ripped that little Keisha girl apart. And in my opinion, she has been rewarded for bad behavior for years. And I have never understood that. How do you treat people that way and you're rewarded for it?
But did
I
she?
never understand that. But
But I
since,
mean-
since we know all that doesn't matter, then, you know, Monique will absolutely be the queen one day.
Well, I don't. I think that Tammy.
And I would definitely
Had
support
a
that. 'Cause
change.
I'm not always, you know, Monique is cool. But the bully that we've
I
seen
don't. Is
season
she
after
still a
season
bully? Like you
that
can't.
had that girl Keisha about to piss in her pants.
But so you never
No.
gonna forgive her for that? I mean, like you have.
No, excuse me.
I can't
No,
even
that
remember
Keisha
that.
probably had-
I
And I
remember
know
it
I
was sad.
was-
It was.
And I know I done seen
was
every
terrified.
episode of
You don't
Basketball
She was
Wives.
terrified. Was it Keisha? She was
Look,
so
that broke
scared.
my heart. I couldn't. I was
She was
almost in
terrified of
tears for
Tammy,
that
and Tammy
girl.
knew it. And I don't like
That
when
was
people pick on people
horrible.
scared of them because they know they can do it. And she did
But
that.
she was
I will.
rewarded for it. I can't.
I don't know if she was rewarded for it,
Oh,
but she
she's
got her
winning
karma
still.
back because
Excuse me, when
Bonnie
you're
and
winning the
Evelyn
way
turned on her.
Joy
Like, she
says
got
she's
it back.
winning, she's still being rewarded for her bad behavior.
Oh, you gotta forgive people though, Callie.
And
Oh, did she
I
not
know
But
apologize?
she was
that
rewarded
certain
before.
of
Forget.
reality
I
isn't
don't need to
reality.
forgive her though.
There was
she
a
ain't done
whole
nothing to me.
purse incident. I remember her talking about. Remember when she took that girl purse when
That's
they
what
was
she's talking
when-
about,
That's
right?
what I'm talking
Yeah,
about.
they said the producers set that up.
Yeah.
Okay, but she still took it. Who are we looking at? Her or the producers? Who was crying to the point where I can't even believe they? Come on,
It was.
that broke my heart so bad. I'm like, wow.
But Kelly, that was like 18 years ago. I don't even think.
Well, when was she queen? 20 years ago? 25?
Oh, I don't
So
know.
we can go back, but just on the good stuff. Is that what we're doing?
We didn't
I
go
didn't
back
say
on
she was
good
queen.
stuff. I mean,
Well,
Cammy
you saying
had one
she's
of the
queen
most
because she was number one, and
controversial.
that was 20
She's had
years, 20
several
plus years ago.
controversial moments, even when she was young. I think
Well,
that
that's
what
good.
makes you
What
queen
So
is
time is
we
it,
can
being
y'all?
go
We
able
back
could,
to
on the good stuff
survive
and the bad stuff.
reality
we
TV or
we
live
have done
out your
2 hours,
dreams.
But
but we did
and that's
cover a lot.
fine. I'm just saying, if we're gonna go back on the good stuff, we got to go back on the bad stuff too. But if none of
Right.
that matters, I just don't understand how people like that are rewarded. Never will.
Well, she
Ever.
was okay. I don't want to bring this up
She
because we got
still
to go.
is.
I really think we need to.
I know I wouldn't want to walk past her in the mall and have
Oh, I
her
think we
jumping on
talked about
me
it. So we don't have to talk about
because
that.
that's what they like to do. Mika Claxton, I felt bad for myself because I was on Tammy's side for that. But you know,
It is.
Mika
I don't know
Claxton.
who those
But the
people
point
are.
is, I don't like that.
So at the end, we almost 2 hours, so I'm gonna get off here. Carlos thanked Mel for helping him put Huntsville on the map, and
Poor
he
Tyler
kind of
Perry.
thanked her for that, helping him
And his
kind of put
mother.
himself on the map. And then he thanked Monique for signing on with him after leaving that other show, and he dedicated it to his mom, and he was about in tears. And I thought that
Oh,
was
that was so
really sweet.
beautiful.
Wait a minute. The way
I
Monique would say that other show had me cracking up.
Yeah, that's the other show.
She would do the neck with it. That other
Oh,
show.
people do believe Tammy's been rewarded for bad behavior.
Mhm.
Denise,
It
you
ain't
missed
that.
it. I was wondering where you were because you would have been in on this one. We got to talk about that another day.
I don't think she's been. I think that even you could almost see her evolution and when she was no longer willing to do certain things. And at some point, because her
When she
last two
stopped being
years,
willing to do certain things was after she bullied half America.
I mean, that was
I
her
like that.
natural role. She was a thug.
No, but that
I
was
mean,
her role on the show.
no, that's how
She
she
only
was.
bullied Evelyn Lozado for about
Come
5
on.
minutes because Evelyn was on her tail. But Kesha, she was on her every day.
Ooh,
Mhm.
well,
Mika Claxton on her every day.
any last words? So we won't be on here for 2 hours. I guess we done it now. We
And
can't
then
help
I
it.
remember, who was that? John Sally. He did one of the basketball reunions.
Uh-huh.
And he said something to Tammy as if, well, you told the girl to come get her purse back and she didn't want to come get it. I'm like, are you seriously putting down the girl? Denise, Tammy was a bully, but look, we're not gonna argue with you about it because I think we all know that I think we talked about it before.
Yes, we
She
did.
was a bully. How do you sit up and take somebody's person and threaten them to come back and get it? How is that not a bully? That's one conversation you'll never win with me. You can call me separately if you like. A bully should not be rewarded.
So you think she should have a
Let me
career
give
at
you my
all?
number. Huh?
You don't think she should have a career at all?
She does have a career. She's winning, remember?
I'm just saying, but do you think she shouldn't? is my
What's
question.
Kasha doing? Where's Kasha?
Well, she at home hiding from Tammy.
How
What do
know?
you think
How
she
you
doing?
know? Did she ever get her purse back?
She at home hiding.
I'm
She's
just
hurt.
saying, you know what?
You
I'm gonna
still
shut up
take
because I'm
her purse
talking
to the
too loud
bathroom
right now
with
because
her.
it irritates me. I don't do
You
bullies. I don't
see,
think people should
you
be
still
rewarded for that
irritated
kind of
about
stuff.
something that happened 15 years ago.
No, you're talking about something that happens 20 years ago. You're saying she's a queen about when she started
I
Real
said,
World.
but
And
I
when
ain't
was Real
irritated
World
by
on?
it. I
When
ain't
was the Real
irritated
World on?
by
Joy,
it.
hello? When was the
Monique
Real
said
World on? 30 years ago? So who's going back?
I didn't say going back. I said you're irritated about something that happened 15 years ago.
And you're still rewarding somebody for her starting a career 30 years ago, no matter how many people she took down.
She's
Sure.
saying
Bully
you're
would
in a
never
time
done-
warp, Joy.
Yeah,
Oh,
Tammy's
Lord,
the
y'all
queen.
have
She is the
tickled
queen,
me so.
obviously. And queen, she's being rewarded by people that like to
Okay,
reward
any
the
last
queen.
words on Huntsville? Oh my God. Who knew that me asking this question would have caused this? You never know what's going to happen on Chatter Up, okay?
Well,
that
as you
was
can
good.
see, Chatter Up obviously supports bullies being rewarded too, honey. Because I'm being told I talk too much, right, Joy? I went
said you
back on
talk
something
too
that's
much?
15 years ago.
No,
I'm
you
going to shut up
talk
that she
to
comes
Callie.
chasing
We
me
love
down the
your
alley somewhere.
We love you, Callie. You don't talk too much.
Uh-huh.
Oh, somebody said she didn't get nice, so she got sick and lost her mom.
Oh, I wouldn't even say that, but okay.
Evelyn was a bully and is a yeah.
Yeah.
Evelyn didn't
Nobody
look-
named her though. None of us
Evelyn
think
didn't
she's
back
queen.
down to Tammy.
Nobody thinks
And
Evelyn's
so
the queen,
Tammy
though.
left her alone. But poor Kesha and whoever else, and yet y'all rewarding her.
Yeah.
Look.
Well, I didn't reward her. The networks did. She got like
Well,
5
whoever,
shows right now.
Whoever. whoever.
Sammy got like 15 shows, so
Yep, she
This whole
does. That's because she's
conversation is
being
getting
rewarded.
weird.
That's what
I know.
happens. We're gonna continue to reward
Why
the
are we
bully.
still talking about
We
this?
about to talk about the last words of Huntsville. Anybody have it? I done lost my notes. Y'all done made me put my whole phone down. Because this was too much for me. Y'all are hilarious. I love y'all.
Who
Any
has
last words,
Evelyn not
Sandy?
tried?
Or-
Evelyn even tried chocolate. What's her name? Evelyn even tried Tojo. I mean, Tojo kind of got her, but Evelyn tries everybody.
Tojo, Toji.
Toji. I love Toji. I love
I
Evelyn.
love OG. Okay, Sandy, you have any last words?
OG
Well,
had her scared, but she still tried her,
Kelly.
Denise. No, I'm reading Denise's comments. She still
Oh,
tried
okay.
her.
I missed
Evelyn
it.
ain't backing down to nobody. Not even Romaine.
Who is that? Okay.
Whoever.
Oh, Tammy. Gotcha. Sandy, any last words?
I would like to see next week's issue on Huntsville. I'd like to see it really, really play out further. The scenes developed and especially when Wanda, she's a live wrecking ball.
What's not how it went, Denise? Who you trying to call out? That ain't how
Kelly.
it went.
Kelly, stop
I'm
reading
your
comments.
That's not what happened. That's not how it went. How did
Stop
it go?
reading comments,
What am I missing?
Kelly.
How did it go?
Take your
A bully
comments.
is a bully. It ain't too many ways to describe it. You can DM me separately. Tell me
Lord
to stop.
Jesus.
I ain't
Okay,
bullying
Kelly.
nobody.
Kelly.
Well, Wanda, I feel is
And
alive.
I'm not being
yeah.
rewarded.
She comes in there from the top. And she's starting drama with three people, and Jalen, you got to give it to him. Give him his props because he stood up in defense of his mother. So, I mean, but do you feel that Wanda should be invited to most of these things, or do you think that she should be eliminated from these gatherings?
Who invited her?
Bring
I was
her.
about to ask that. You know Kimmy did not invite her.
Bring her
invited
on.
her?
Invited her.
How
Tish
did she
did.
get there?
Was I didn't see Tisha there. That's what I
She
was
was
wondering.
there.
She was there.
I was shocked that Mel was in the same. They were all. Destiny was there.
That's what I was wondering because
Yeah.
I didn't see Tisha.
They
You
was
sure
all
you
getting
saw her at
paid.
the house?
Huh?
They
You
was all getting
sure you
paid.
saw her, or you just
Yeah, I
assumed
saw
people?
her at the house.
Oh, okay. Because I didn't
She
see
was
her.
there. Because she said y'all was talking about my daughter Tisha, and then they showed her. Unless she may have been somewhere else, but
And I don't think she's there
Oh, you
because
think-
I can't believe she would have that conversation in front of Tisha. I just don't believe she would.
We got.
I could be wrong.
Stuff up. Yeah, that's why
I could
said
be
we'll see.
wrong. But I rewind. I was trying to see if
I
she
need
was
to
in the room
I'm gonna see if I can find
because
it.
I didn't think she was. I don't see her. I could be wrong.
Yeah.
Wanda ain't predictable.
True.
So it's possible. I just don't think she would say those things in front of her and her not try to get her out of the room.
Oh, please. Wanda would say anything, anywhere,
We'll
anytime.
see.
I said the last part, and Tisha not try to get her out of the
Yeah.
room.
But I think
I
she
just
was
don't
there.
think
I
that
think
she would
Marcel
sit
was there
there
too.
Why her mama say that about her?
Because I think I
it's
saw
a
Marcel
secret
too, and I don't think she goes anywhere without him. But she could. But then another thing, I feel like that Destiny and Mel and Stormy are gonna try to connect again from those things, or at least
They
Stormy
did.
and
Yeah.
Destiny are. So we'll see. Any last words, Callie?
No, I'm about to reply to Denise on this chatter up page.
But why don't you do it in comments, not
Got
in okay. Joy pre-PhD.
I'm looking forward to seeing how that whole there was a conversation on whether or not Jalen was being disrespectful based off the preview. We don't know exactly how it's gonna turn out. But based off the preview, Jalen tells Wanda, "You're not going to disrespect my mother in this house."
Right.
And there was an argument whether or not he was being disrespectful.
No, he wasn't.
They had allowed, because really who should have intervened there, in my opinion, is Marcel.
Marcel, right.
And I've only said that because I don't think Tisha's there.
But if she is, then she should have, right?
If she's there, she should have.
But they're in his house, some people say. But because he's a younger
Jalen's house, okay? Jalen can call the shots because it's his house and his mother, okay? And if you came at my mother, I would definitely step up to the plate.
Don't go to jail, people. We don't need
beautifully, okay? He let it be known.
Do you all think that what Jalen said the people out there in Facebook world, do
And
you
YouTube.
think, or YouTube, do you think that Jalen was being disrespectful by saying that? I'm kind of iffy. It's his
No,
house.
I'm not.
It is his house. But
Right.
And
I,
it's
even in my house, I would never check my mother's, even if
Oh.
it's associate. I just wouldn't do that.
okay.
But
She
then
was
you just
in
maybe
his
not
own
to go over
room.
nobody else's house.
All
Then
I
you
bets
can
are
don't
get away
know
with
now that you said
treating
it
people
that way.
crazy.
If I was in my house and one of my moms,
I would have. I'm not saying that he didn't have to say. I don't know.
yeah,
I don't. It's kind of a sticky situation. I'm not saying he's wrong. I'm
right,
saying I did. It, Wanda is a little couple of years older than his mother,
right.
and he should not disrespect his mother. But her husband is there. Her, they're related in a way.
Mm-hmm.
They're all related, just not by blood. And
My marriage.
yeah, by marriage. And it just creates a situation that doesn't necessarily have to be there. It can be handled. To me, it seemed like somebody else needed to step in.
Was anybody else going to try to check Wanda?
I don't know.
The only person who will is Kimmy.
Nobody. Okay.
Kimmy,
Okay.
definitely.
It
And
was
see, I could
time.
see my mama saying, first thing that would come out her mouth was, I don't need your help. I got this.
Yeah, and she probably did.
Yeah.
And she probably did.
Because
Oh,
it could get him in an
Atlanta's
uncomfortable
on y'all.
situation. It would make him uncomfortable because he also works for more so and
Yes,
Tisha.
that's true
So
too.
it's
I
just
know
like
this
it was.
is
I,
his mother. Okay.
I
Don't
you
go
know,
there.
That's
That
his
is
mama.
his mother. You have to understand that. And he's seeing her being disrespected in his home.
And
As
this
a
is not the
son.
first
Oh.
time Wanda has done this to his mama either.
it ain't.
Um, I got to see it play out. Right now, I don't think he's disrespectful, but after I watch it, he could be. All right, y'all. Anything else? I'm just looking forward to the next.
All right. Atlanta
Oh,
is on.
Peter is going to be on the show next week on DC, so that'll be a reason for me to
So
watch
he on
episode 2.
DC and
Yes, because he
Potomac.
has a business there. You know
Yes,
what I'm saying?
honey.
And they're going, y'all. I
Mm.
just thought about it. I'm gonna be in conference next week, but I'm gonna try to watch TV. I'm gonna be in Arkansas. Is that the 23rd? The week after?
It's the 15th, so yeah.
Yeah, so I'm gonna try to look at my schedule and see when we can go live. So I'll let everybody know. But are we gonna do New Jersey any this week?
I don't know. It wasn't.
It just depends on how good the reunion is.
Correct.
Okay,
Yeah.
so we'll let y'all know Tuesday after we watch it if we'll go live. Maybe
But
we'll
I
do it
think
Wednesday.
it has to be better because it's only a 3-part.
I think
The
it'll be
girl
good.
ain't came out. The husbands ain't
Yeah.
came out.
So we'll say what y'all want to do it Wednesday, maybe if we can. I'm free.
And we still ain't heard Teresa say that Joe is the one that told Margaret.
Yeah, so I think we need to do it. So maybe Wednesday, if New Jersey's good, we'll do New Jersey Wednesday at 5:30.
Yeah.
I'll be sure to watch it. And then I don't know. I'll try to work around because I have my laptop and stuff. I'll just be in a hotel. And we'll figure out when we're gonna go live first. Because I got to talk about Huntsville, even though I'm away. So we'll figure it out. Anything else? Let me tell people to follow us. Anybody got anything else to say while I'm doing this?
Just remind them to watch Carlos's nightcap show. It's on OWN. It follows in sequence. Okay, so just immediately following it's the Huntsville, it's the DC, and then Carlos's nightcap. So just stay tuned.
Yes, it's going to be good. And follow us on all of our social media. Thank you for being with us. We went over. We're supposed to be just doing the album, but Huntsville is hard for us. We're going to get there. And plus, we did 3 things. We did Huntsville, DC, and Carlos's show. So,
is he going to do that every week?
Yes, it's every week.
Okay.
So, we'll try to make it a little shorter next week. We'll get it together.
Anyway, it's not live, by the way, because
because you remember Mel had that outfit on.
When I saw her with that dress on, I was like, I said, this girl is thirst trapping. If I never seen one,
I love
where in the world is she wearing that? And when she walked out, I said, okay, so it must not be live.
It's not live. Because Watch What Happens Live is not live either. Y'all know that, right? It's filmed and then they show it. So Anyway,
Is it a half hour or a whole hour? Because I noticed that it came on back to
it was
back.
the same show back to back, so it's a half
Yeah,
hour.
okay.
Yeah.
Right.
Because they added a half hour on to DC,
Mm-hmm.
and I had recorded it, so I was confused. I said, "Well, why would they do that?"
Trying to get people to record it so it'd be on their DVR to get them some ratings.
I guess. Yeah, they ratings
Just
are.
imagine,
They don't
but
even make a half a million. I
How
was
do you see their ratings? Where do you see it at?
um, where is that? That something
Is
how
it TV Deets?
Hallie picked up.
Is it TV Deets? Oh, it's
Yeah,
what
it
Callie
was
sent
deep.
you.
It was deep.
Okay, I'll look at theirs. Because
I was
Bravo only
surprised.
does Bravo. Anything
Yeah.
else, ladies and gentlemen? I don't think we got no gentlemen today. I don't think.
Gator was on
I
here.
know, but I think, honey.
Yeah.
Anyway, y'all ready to piece it out?
Peace.
Peace.
yeah.
We'll be back Wednesday. I think it'll be
Bye.
good.
Ladies.
Bye.
How do,
Bye.
Bye.
bye. How do I
Was
end it? Oh,
Callie mad?